Hi guys.
Are we recording?
I think so.
She's not in. She's not even in front of the mic.
What up, though?
Episode 21.
Wagwan.
Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. You have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Quiet. She's chewing.
Now I'm chewing. Guys, what's going on? How was your weekends? Weekends.
It was cool, except for when Bim stood us up.
Right.
So you're gonna jump right into it?
Yeah. I think I definitely asked if we could be mad at him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got an answer or not.
I mean, shit.
I'll answer for you. Be mad at me, because I'm mad at myself.
Can I
Actually, before we get into that, I just want to give another shout out and big up to Frostman Brilliant for coming in last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Shutting
much.
it down with a great interview. Thank you for stopping by.
Great episode.
Well received.
And good music. Most
Very
of
good
all, because it could have been a good interview. And
I had no idea that was him who did That Know How to Do.
Right, yeah.
I didn't realize that was him. Like, I know the song, and I was like, oh, that's you, huh?
Yeah, no, good music for real. So, if folks didn't hear episode 20, please go back and check that out.
Yes, please do.
Or if you did listen to episode 20 but didn't get a chance to check out his music, Frostman Brilliant. You can find him, or Frostman Brilly. You can find him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Venmo, MySpace, whatever, all of that stuff.
That's right. You
You know
can't
what I'm saying?
find
That's a Vimo.
Vimo, sorry.
I blame you.
said,
Vivo.
I did say
Vivo.
it.
This is Vivo.
Vivo on YouTube.
Vivo on YouTube, and then he also has a Vimo, that other video thing.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those fees.
Or both. I don't know. Just Google them.
Can we start over?
Do your Googles.
All right, start over. Episode 21.
Episode 21.
We still mad at Bim, though.
Yo, okay, so for those who didn't listen last week, Darren, what's going on over there?
I don't know. My mic just did something dumb. I don't know what happened.
It's your life.
So,
I had it perfectly placed to keep my styrofoam in place so it didn't fall, but you had to go touch it.
I didn't touch your styrofoam.
You touched the
Mike.
mic.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. So we were supposed to go out Saturday night. We all had said we going out.
To go see Frostman Brilliant perform.
Yes, at Club Alchemy. Here it is. We talking, going back and forth.
We
for a
weren't
day.
even just going to go out. We were guests. We were
We
guests.
were guests, yes.
Of the talent for the evening.
So Jen hits us up, says what time I'm trying to be in there. We said, no, I'm in, blah, 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 blah.
I hate me.
Cool. So it's like 11:30. Like, let me get up. I'm mad sleepy, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stun on my friends because I'm not like that. So I head down there. It's like 11:50. I'm like, all right, Jen, I'm about to park. Jen tells me she's already inside. The whole time looking at the conversation, I'm like, I don't see no blue check marks on this chat.
Tell the people what blue check mark means.
For those who have WhatsApp, if you're in a group chat and you send out a text or whatever, you get the 2 check marks. That means it's sent. But until it turns blue, that means somebody hasn't seen it. Somebody has not opened their messages. So Jen is talking, I'm talking, but they're not turning blue because Bim has not opened his chat. So what did we tell the people last week, Jen?
What part?
What time do you want to get there by?
Before 12?
Before 12 or before 1?
Oh, yeah, before 1 you can't get in because the state. Yeah.
So we get down there, say what up, see the people who's dancing around, having a good time. Tola was in there. Pauline was in there celebrating a birthday.
Tola was there?
Yeah, Tola
Oh
was
Oh,
there.
my God.
And
Helena was there. Pauline, matter of fact,
I owe
came
her an apology.
and said, I told him he was going to be here. It's my birthday. Where is he? I'm like, I don't know. Pull up WhatsApp again. Still no blue check marks.
Makiba was there.
Makiba was there. Everybody was there. Ted was there. So at this time, it's like 12:32. I'm like,
Damn, Darren.
right? I'm like, this guy's not coming. He's not coming. I don't even think Jenny cared at that point.
I was
Jenny,
drunk.
Yeah, because Jenny was dancing way too much. So whatever. We're having a grand old time. Look at my phone again. It's like 12:51. Still no blue check marks. I looked at Jen. I said, "Can we be mad at him now officially?"
I don't know what I said because I was drunk, but but yeah.
Explain yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to begin my opening argument by saying that I didn't choose this watch life. The watch life chose me. Okay. So Saturday is usually errand day. So I had 2 lawns to mow. Now, for those who don't know, I have allergies. Why I choose to mow lawns and be outside when I have allergies, I don't know, but I do it. So after the first one, I was like, oh, I'm good. I think I'll be all right tonight. I went back and I did my own home. Halfway through, I'm like, shit. I can feel the headache. I can feel the post-nasal drip and all the fun things that come along with it. All right, let me finish up. I didn't even finish to my satisfaction because I didn't want to be all jacked up for the evening. So go inside, get something to eat. I'm like, all right, let me just chill. It's maybe like 9 something.
Wait, what time did you start the lawn to be done at 9?
I finished. I went and did the other lawn at like 2. Took like an hour and a half. Came back to the crib to do my joint. So I finished around like 7, like close to 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So so this, and then, you know, shower up and all that stuff. So I eat and I go and I relax. So I was talking to Shenny before I went and relaxed. I said, yo, we stepping out tonight. I'm hype. I don't go out that much. I'm hype. He said, yo, just don't fall asleep like Wyclef. I said, oh, shoot. He said, yeah, I listened to the episodes. I said, hi, beloved.
Hey, Shani.
What
Hey,
up?
Shen.
What up? He wants to be on the show, by the way.
He should be.
I'm down.
We got to delete a lot of shit that episode.
Yeah, we do.
So I said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to set an alarm. I'm downstairs watching the show. Crystal comes down. She sees the sleep in my eyes. And now the allergy, I have an allergy headache. So I'm like, yo, I got to sleep this off.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, don't go to sleep. I said, yeah, I'm about to set my alarm. 10:30, I didn't set my alarm.
So you had 2 siblings warn you.
I did. So now here I am.
While he's ignoring our text.
Exactly.
Here I am.
Actually, he popped in for like a, hey guys, and then disappeared again.
That was like a 9 something, I think.
I don't know when that
Maybe,
was.
I don't know. So I wake up finally. I'm on the couch still. The movie is done. The screen is just black. It's mad quiet in the house. I'm like, oh shit. I grab my phone and I see the time and I'm like, fuck! I do not go out, people. I hyped myself so much to go out. And then I look at the group chat and I see all the messages. And I don't even know what I said. I don't know if I just said sorry, whatever. And then I go in my pictures and I see that my sister took a picture of me, came downstairs to turn the TV down because apparently it was loud, and saw me knocked out and took a picture of me on my phone.
In your own phone? That's funny.
Yes, because I was like, wait, oh, that's me. So, and I'm like, yo, but why you ain't wake me up? She's like, you're so peaceful.
What? That,
Now you're mad at my sister?
I feel like that's a woman thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You look so cute. I didn't want to disturb you. Like, you know, I have to be at work at 8.
So, guys, I have no defense. I'm trash. I'm so trash. Thank you, Darren. I deserve that. Yeah, so I didn't make it. But how was the evening? How was it?
It was good. I had a good time.
It was great. We left a little early, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
No, we ain't got to get into all that.
Well, I'll get into it.
No, nobody asked you to get into it, though. Not nobody at this table asked you to get into nothing, Darren. Didn't nobody ask you?
All right. I don't want that today.
You don't. You don't want none of this smoke.
Oh, my God.
I got mesquite flavored smoke tonight.
Wow. Jen's on
Spicy.
edge. And she's got a full belly. You better watch
Right.
out.
Spicy.
Lord.
We ended up having to leave abruptly. I don't know who made the decision to leave, though. You.
I did because I'm a responsible motherfucking adult.
Sobered up and was like, yo, we out.
Yeah, that's literally how it went. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go like now.
I just know Pauline was like, we're leaving. And I was like, oh, but he's on the...
Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, we had to miss the whole performance. We left
Yeah.
literally right when he got on stage.
Yeah.
Why the whole crew leave, though?
Because we came together and Darren was holding something up.
Holding my breath. That's what I was doing.
Darren was helping to escort the situation or whatever.
Yeah, we needed his little bit of muscles.
Little bit. Come on, now, don't do that.
No, it's
Darren's
all right.
strong.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
He's how your dad say it? Oh, strength.
Strength. You know, we were at the house yesterday with him, and he said, I had to use my strengths to do it. And I was like, Clara looked at me, he's like, he makes fun of you.
Drop that dime on you, boy.
He makes fun of you all the time for saying it that way. I was like,
Oh my god,
he ain't never going to listen to it.
funny.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Claude, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Oh, he hates you anyways. So
Wow.
Sunday, and y'all do anything on Sunday? I didn't. Just a terrible weekend for me.
I can't remember.
Sunday, I don't recall. Yeah, no idea what I did Sunday.
Yeah,
None.
Did it rain? Was it sunny?
I do.
I feel like it didn't rain.
I feel like we're making that up, but
I was just pissed at myself the entire weekend.
Our in-laws were in town. Well, yeah, in-laws were in town. Clara's father was down here. So have you ever met Clara's father? I know, Ben, you have.
Yeah.
I have not.
So he's, his name is Darren as well.
I know that's funny.
So of course that provides entertainment for certain people who like to sit on the couch and go, Darren, and both of us go, huh? And
Wow.
Nieves.
Oh,
Yeah, Nieves. Oh, we didn't end up watching Game Night. Have you ever seen that movie, Game Night?
no,
I
I've been
wanted
wanting
to
to
see
check
it.
it out. Is it worth checking out?
It is hilarious.
Watch it tonight then.
Watch it. It's
You're
for
gonna fall
those
asleep when
people.
you get home. Shut up.
Yeah,
Oh,
shut up.
Guys, I'm so bad.
So for those who haven't seen it, it is a comedy. Because last time, so you know how we recommended people watch Last Man on Earth?
Yep.
I had two people watch it and go,
Oh.
I didn't really like it.
They weren't feeling it.
Because you said it was funny, and I was waiting for the funny part. I'm like, it is funny. Or you should specify what type of funny.
Oh, get
so,
outta here with
right?
Comedic funny.
Yeah. So it's like dry humor. I guess not everybody gets it. So,
No, that was a quote from Hannibal Buress.
what is it?
Hannibal Buress. It's don't worry about it.
So, Game Night comedy with a little bit of drama, but mainly comedy. Mad funny. I won't ruin it for you, but
Yeah.
watch it.
I'm gonna
It's
check it. Yeah, I
hilarious.
wanted to watch it in theater, but it slipped my mind.
Me
But
too.
Jason Bateman's in it, right? And
He's great.
the chick from The Notebook that was annoying.
Rachel.
You watched The Notebook? Did you cry?
That pissed me off. I hate that movie.
I never seen it.
How did
I
it
just
piss
know
you
that
off?
that women always talk
Did you
about
watch
it.
the movie?
I did watch the movie. I just want to know
he
what part
cried.
of it. I did.
This nigga cried
I didn't
big
cry.
time.
I didn't cry.
Big cry.
I didn't.
Big
Big
cry.
big cry, man. Nah, I didn't
The
cry.
movie didn't
but-
piss you off?
Don't
It
lie.
didn't. It didn't bother me enough to piss me off.
What do you want?
That
What
part,
do you want?
That part was.
She pissed me off, and I love Rachel
she
McAdams. That's her
pissed you-
name.
Oh, there.
Yeah,
I thought I was right.
Her
Rachel.
character pissed me off.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man, all
but
that
you should be used to
indecisive
that.
What do you don't
Like,
insinuate?
No,
Darren.
no, but you should be used to like a woman not knowing what they want.
You think that makes me
Smoke.
feel better to see it on screen?
No, I guess not.
It's just-
I wasn't.
it's a
I was,
trigger, man.
No, I wasn't. Have you cried during any movies?
You don't want to hear this.
I kind of. I won't put.
Are
you
you
on
ready?
blast like that. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
here's how dumb I am in the opposite end of the spectrum. Have any of you guys seen the movie Real Steel with Hugh Jackman?
Nope.
No.
You want to know what the movie's about?
Sure.
You guys, and mind you,
First of all, can I just say, I don't like the fact that I ruin everything. I just want everybody to know that. But I'm gonna ruin what you just
You
said.
love
Yeah.
this.
Real
Go ahead.
Steel, right?
pause your life.
Real Steel, no, Real Steel starring Hugh Jackman. Just sounds like a pure adult film.
Yes. Pure porn.
I've never cried during
Oh,
an adult
boy.
film. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not even like, ooh, look at that beautiful ass, and then
No,
cry a little
no,
bit.
no. I didn't have that kind of tear. No.
All right. So.
So, Real Steel is about so boxing is now done by robots in the movie. So there's a person that controls the robot.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you saw
Okay.
it. Did you cry during the movie? Darren?
No.
Thank you. That's how dumb I am. So
You cried in a robot movie about boxing?
Exactly.
Was
so,
it the kid?
So there was a scene. The movie is Hugh Jackman. He has a son. He doesn't live with his son.
He
Or
didn't even really know he had the son. I don't think.
yeah, or something like that. So he ends up with the kid, and he ends up training a robot that they found in the junkyard. The kid found in the junkyard. So Hugh Jackman and the kid get closer by getting the robot, and they end up going all the way to the end of the competition against this Japanese robot that's supposed to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
Is his name Arigato?
Okay. Anyways,
Christ.
so in the last fight scene, the robot malfunctions. They can't use the remote. And Hugh Jackman has to do a shadow boxing feature to where the robot does what he does.
Yeah.
It watches what he does and mimics it.
Yeah.
So Hugh Jackman's whooping the other robot's ass. In the scene, the son looks at the dad. I'm about to tear up now. The son looks at the dad as he's doing his thing. And the look on the kid's face, guys, I'm not even lying. I was looking at the screen, my lips started shaking, and one tear just
Ladies and gentlemen, I can feel the face
I
of
can feel
giving
it too, right? I can feel like the amount of hope and light and positivity that was raining on this guy's face at the time.
guys, I have a son. Anything that has to do with kids, I'm
right.
done, yo.
You know what's funny? We were talking about things that make people cry today,
Uh-huh.
and one person said she cries about like a lot of stuff on TV. She's triggered to cry easily.
Yeah.
I just cry a lot just from like emotional things. I'm sensitive as fuck.
Right.
And then unexpected, like the guy at the table, he was like, "If I see a cute puppy, it's over." And I'm like,
Oh,
That's worse than Real Steel. Come
and
on.
he was so sincere, and I'm like,
really? I commend him for being that open.
But he was like, if there's other people around, I'll hold it together. But like, if I don't have to hold it together, but like, bring the little puppy, and I'm like, that is so sweet. Like,
But
I
why
love
would he
it.
cry though?
Because it's so cute.
So he's so overjoyed.
Is that like the happy cry thing?
Yeah.
I guess so.
You never cried at a wedding?
Oh shit! Never mind. I cried at the one I was just
See?
at.
Yeah.
Shout out
See?
to Roland and Jess, man.
See, it's a beautiful
mean-
thing. You see something that's so cute or
I'm
lovely, a
soft.
cute
I
baby.
I'm a bitch.
I didn't say
It's
it.
all right. It's all right.
But yeah, Real Steel, and also the Will
Darren's a
Smith
bitch.
movie with his son, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes, that was a good movie.
I never seen that one.
Shoot me in the
that
face.
was-
I cannot watch it. I can't. Are you kidding?
I just imagine you in the theater like, boom.
Yeah. There's one
He
scene.
was crying.
The scene with him and his son in the bathroom. Nope.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Nope.
That was heavy.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can we switch topics? Darren, where you cried during? What movies?
Darren cries during Little Mermaid. Little bitch.
I mean, wow.
I told you I'm
that
coming
was
for
a,
that
that was
ass.
a Big Sean little
No,
bitch. Little
Little
bitch.
bitch. Told you I'm coming for that ass. though.
yeah.
You talking crazy earlier. You thought I wasn't gonna come for you? You thought you was safe?
Listen. For people who don't know,
Oh my
Jen
god.
told me she was gonna beat me up.
No,
I
she
said-
said she's gonna beat your ass.
She'll beat my ass, and I said, "You ain't gonna do shit," because I was mimicking her. You ain't gonna do shit.
And guess what happened?
And then here she is.
You put me in the trash can. Now I'm putting you in one.
Yeah,
You should have learned from my
my
mistakes.
little feet. I would love to see you pick me up. And
This is me putting you in the trash can now, Darren. It's metaphorical.
Metaphorically, I'm much too big.
I don't have muscles to lift.
You don't have strength.
All right, I'm sorry, Darren. You're not a little bitch.
No, that's okay.
You're my friend.
Oh, thank you, Jen.
Are you gonna cry now, Bim?
No, that didn't make me sad.
Movie-
Darren doesn't make me cry.
Thankfully, movie I was close to actually movie I did cry at, Time Traveler's Wife.
What's
I don't know
that?
if you've ever seen that. It's like one of those I don't want to say sci-fi movies, but this guy is born with ability that he is able to move through time. He doesn't have control over it at first, so like he meets. He like disappears and he goes like 30 years in the past. He ends up meeting like a little girl who turns out he's gonna fall in love with. I don't want to ruin the whole movie, right?
Sorry.
But he does it just he can't control like so he ends up getting close to this girl. They establish somewhat of a relationship, and then he disappears because he just moves through time, and it ends up somewhere else.
Yeah.
So at the very end of the movie, he gets control of it. They have a kid or whatever. And at the end of the movie, something happens. He's dying, and he can't help it, but he moves through time again. And he ends up moving to like 20 years in the future, or like a couple years in the future, where he's already dead.
Yeah.
And the wife, the kid sees him, their kid, and is like, "Go get your mother quick." And the mother is like running to see him, and just as she gets there, he disappears. He moves through time again.
That's what made you cry.
So I was
that
like,
scene?
he can't help leaving.
Okay, that ain't real steel, but all
And
right.
Jen is giving me the worst.
Real steel was harder, right? That one was like more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because I get the connection. The dad.
Yeah,
no, I
the
just-
heartstrings.
This guy can't even travel time. I don't get it. Connect it for me, beloved.
Jen is like, just like,
Like you ain't never left a bitch before. You ain't never left a hoe. Just standing there by herself while she's like, where he go? You ain't never did that shit. Whatever. The fuck?
I've missed this. I've missed this thoroughly.
Like, wait, Jen, you cry.
I cry all the time.
You don't cry during
what gets
movies
you
or
though?
shows?
Like movies, commercials, shows?
I don't really
what?
watch movies, but I usually only watch funny movies because I don't like watching stuff that makes you sad.
Who wants to cry?
I don't understand people who say that. Oh, I need to cry.
I need a good cry.
Yeah,
I need to get
I'm just
that
gonna
cry
watch
out.
The Notebook so I can cry. That's some crazy shit to me. That is psychotic. I know a lot of women are gonna reply to this and be like, "No, Jen, everybody does it." No, it's weird.
You do
It's
it.
weird.
You do it.
I like the fact that I cry maybe once every 6 months. That means things are going well. If I cry more than once in a month, things are not going well for me. I don't like that.
I feel like that's guy standards though.
Once a month?
Like no, like once
about to
every
say.
6 months.
The fuck you trying to say?
No, I feel like
Right. Size him
I
up.
take it
Size
back.
him up.
Take it back. Take it back.
Yeah, you do take it back. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
But you're right. That is like, I feel like women are more,
Okay with.
I
crying.
want to cry.
Yeah.
I'm okay with crying. Like, if you make me sad, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to hold it back. I have no control. It's going to.
Do you cry at blah, 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 blah. Do you cry at weddings too?
Yeah.
Because you love love.
I love love.
Yeah.
Let's not get back to that.
Okay.
I cry at weddings.
Oh, okay.
I
cried at the birth of my son.
that's a beautiful time to cry.
I know the name of the birth. He was sleeping, and I was holding him, and I was just like, "Yep, here
Yeah,
I
it's
go.
usually a little
Here
after.
we go. Here we go. Here I go again."
Yeah.
Guys, what's my weakness? Birth. So
Yo, fam.
anyway,
That was good. That was good, Darren.
Oh,
Thank you.
man. So where we at, man? I feel like it was such a long week and a lot of things went
Yeah,
down.
let's-
a lot
Per
went
usual.
down.
Let's
I
do
feel
it.
like a lot of negativity went down.
Do tell. I know a couple of negative things.
So the whole
I
situation.
don't like negative. I want to talk about funny shit.
The negative is going to be really quick. We're going to move
Yeah.
away from negative
All right.
quick.
Yeah. So the whole situation in New York in the Bronx.
Oh, boy.
The young man who.
Oh.
This is after this. We're
Damn.
moving on. This,
Yeah,
I
we
can't-
can't
I
stand
Every
do more
week,
heavy
Darren?
after
Yeah, I
this.
know, but this was a very big topic, and there's a lot of sides to it. So I try not to
Yeah.
get too deep into it. But a 15-year-old was killed, mistaken identity by 5 or 6 guys. They jumped him.
Gang members.
Gang
Yeah.
members. They pretty much had machetes and they stabbed him to death. While a ton of people looked, recorded, nobody helped. The kid tried to walk himself to the hospital and ended up dying en route. Now, they have arrested 5 or 6 kids who are also young themselves, and I think they've petitioned to shut out. Either they petitioned to shut down a bodega that
It shut down.
It shut down.
Yep.
So you can see from the footage. I'm sure everybody knows about this by now, but you can see by the footage. Nobody helps this kid.
Yeah, I didn't watch any. I'm not going to watch footage.
I was gonna
of
say I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I refused to watch it.
I watched like a minute of it, and it was difficult to see.
Yeah.
Like they had like big ass machetes, clearly like stabbing this kid.
Okay,
like,
all right.
a bunch
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
All right.
You could see him being pulled out of the store, and just nobody helps this kid.
Yeah.
Like no one. So of course, again, many sides to it, but the one I found the most interesting comment today was I forgot who it was, but they were saying the person who failed the most in that whole thing were the parents or the fathers of those young men who did the killing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll go in a little bit and
We
explain.
said quick, Darren.
I know. I said I'll go in a little bit. So he basically said if whoever was raising them gave that positive image, basically said like this is unacceptable. We got to hold ourselves to higher standards.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have got involved in wherever they were involved in to do something as heinous as that.
Right.
Even one of the kids after the whole ordeal tried to flee, and his mother turned him in.
Yeah.
So it's like great, but it's way too late.
Yeah, you grow up in a certain area. That's how gangs develop, right? It's sometimes homes with absent fathers or
Absent parents.
or absent parents, no role model, or looking for a source of belonging. So they turn to gang culture because of what may be around you sometimes. So yeah, unfortunately, that's things that transpire, and just super sad, super. Like Jen said, I couldn't watch. I can't watch that. And another side, like there's so many layers to this, and
Yeah.
I can't help but because rest in peace to Junior, and condolences to his family. But like I can't help but look at the other side, right? You mentioned some people recording, like, and I was talking to Shorty last night, and I just couldn't. I kept repeating myself. I was like, "Yo, what are we doing
What are we doing
as a people? Like, what are we doing?"
as humans?
Like, and no knock on you for watching it, right? Because it's there. Like sometimes you can't help but just look at stuff. But even when Triple X was killed, his footage is going around, people watching it. Why are we watching that? If you have stuff to share that may help apprehend the people responsible, send it to the police.
Great.
Right? It's like we're becoming a little like desensitized to shit. People who are in the military have PTSD because they see dead bodies. They see people getting
and
killed.
here we are watching.
And
shit
here
like
we are.
this.
We're civilians.
Yeah.
We're
Seeing
not
this stuff
equipped to
every
be
day.
watching this. I know people who are like, yo, I couldn't sleep after watching that because it messes with you. Right? So now does that now take your level of sensitivity down a little bit because you saw something that bad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that does something to us like overall. And we lose a sense of humanity. Like even the news will always show if somebody passes in a car accident, they'll show the white sheet over the person on the highway.
Yeah.
Why do we need to see that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like the coverage of certain things, and then respect for the family. Like,
Yeah.
like God forbid, like something happens to somebody we know, and that's circulating. and people
Now
are
that
sharing it.
That image is there.
And it's sharing and sharing and sharing.
And then the thing is, you watch it and somebody watched it not knowing it's somebody they know until it was the end of
It
it,
was
and they were
there.
like, they go, "Oh shit,
See?
Yeah.
that's Junior."
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, so it's just like we got to look at ourselves, man. And I've said it a few times on the podcast. I keep saying we just got to be better people. From those kids that committed the act all the way to the person who recorded it on their cell phone. Like, we all got to just be better, do better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like you said about the news, I remember when the station fire happened. I was actually on my way from URI to Cranston to my boyfriend at the time's house. And so I'm driving on 95 North. And anyone who doesn't know, who's not from Rhode Island, station fire was a fire at a nightclub from Pyrotechnics. And I forgot how many, like 99 people died. It was like the
It
biggest
was near
fire
100,
Yeah.
death.
91 or something like that.
Yeah, like the most people that died in a nightclub or something in American history.
Yeah.
So I'm driving up 95 North. I'm seeing all these fire trucks coming down. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because it was like the middle of the night, you know? I'm just like, okay, I don't know what this is. They're just going down. So I get to his house and the news is on. So we're just watching it and it was unfolding as we're watching it. So the scene was crazy because they're showing footage of what's happening
God.
and there's people literally on fire.
Yeah, and for folks who are unaware, people were literally trapped. So the problem was there was the fire in the club, but everyone was trying to get out at the same time,
it was
and people
bottleneck.
were like, "There's a bottleneck," so people are trapped at the door. So I don't even want to talk about it, but like imagine that there's a fire behind you, but you're stuck
Yeah.
trying to get out, and
Yeah.
The lucky thing, I for me this is lucky. The fact that there were no camera phones and there was no
Yes.
social
Oh
media
my
back
goodness.
then. Because could you imagine the amount of videos? Like, get out of the building, stop
Right.
taking video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the fact, and even after that, the news had to alter how they put things on TV live.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you know what,
This is too much.
We didn't
Yeah.
really realize we put something so graphic out there.
right.
But now people on social media, they don't have that same responsibility.
Yeah, there's no
to
filter.
censor.
rule
Yeah.
for them, yeah.
So it's
yeah.
really sad, and I can't watch that stuff.
It's very
I
good
can't
fun.
watch fights on Facebook or people beating their kids or whatever.
Right.
I can't watch any of that stuff. It's too much.
They've been showing that a lot lately, and I have a big soft spot for that too. So it's very difficult to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, condolences, and let's just do better, man. Like, please,
And
please.
get your kids in therapy if they've dealt with any tragedy. I feel like in order to cut somebody with a machete and then keep going and going and going,
Yeah.
and for that to not even affect you, to make you be like,
Yeah.
all right, stop.
Yeah.
There's something psychological that needed to be
right.
addressed with these kids that was never addressed. So if you know a kid, have access to a child who's been through some type of trauma, get them help, because you don't want them going off the deep end like these kids did.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Rest in peace once again.
Yeah.
Darren, do you have more sad shit
Yeah.
or?
No, I guess
Good.
I'll save it.
I don't even care if you do. So
Man.
we've got a lot of people responding.
Yes,
What
so-
we should talk about.
What we did, and this is a little different for us, we put the fishing line out,
Yeah.
and you suckers took the bait.
I love it. Thank you for everyone who responded.
Yeah, all the friends, listeners, supporters of the podcast who gave us their input on what we should talk about today. We're actually going to listen, and we're going to run through the gauntlet and see how many things we can get through.
Yeah.
So who's going to kick it off?
I am.
Let's go.
Wait, I had something I want to talk about.
Ladies and gentlemen, take back everything I said.
no, we'll talk about what people talked about, and then. But just remember, I got something to talk about. So if we get
No, let's start with that.
what I want to talk about,
Yeah.
Did you hear about the electric slide today?
Carbo just said it to me before
so-
I came downstairs.
Damn it, I was hoping you to hear about because I wanted to
did.
see your reaction.
No, but go ahead, because
Is that true? Is it true?
It's
Did you see
true.
the lyrics? It's not true.
No, it has to be true.
It's not true.
The lyrics make it true.
No,
Read the
that-
lyrics.
in our head,
Read-
because
shh,
go ahead.
read the lyrics. Shut up.
Do we want to give people a buffer?
You
or a
give
background?
a background while
Somebody
I.
put up the way I saw it. Somebody put up a sign that how old were you when you found out the electric slide was about a vibrator? And it was like, huh?
Today, years old.
Yeah.
Today years old.
So I guess there is this claim that the electric slide, the song "You Can," and the more I hear it in my head, I'm like, okay. So, so they're saying claim that the lyrics are about a vibrator.
Yeah, the backstory that's been put on the internet today is that the singer's boyfriend or husband, whatever, wasn't satisfying her. She was like, well, I don't need you. I have a vibrator. And she wrote the song. So it sounds crazy to you. Listen to the lyrics of the song. Are you ready? I'm going to just read them. I'm not going to sing them.
Go ahead.
Because we all know the lyrics, but we don't really know the lyrics. You can't see it. It's electric. You got to feel it. It's electric. Ooh, it's shaking. It's electric. Jiggling.
Is that?
She's a pumping like a medic. She's a moving like electric. She sure got the boogie. You gotta know it. It's electric. Now you can't hold it. It's electric, but you know it's there. Yeah, here, there, and everywhere. I got to move. I'm going on a party ride. I've got to groove, and I'm from this music. I just can't hide. Are you coming with me? Come, let me take you on a party ride, and I'll teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide. So I mean,
I ain't rolling.
Yeah.
I ain't rolling. No, it's fun to talk about and say that was about, because I was mad confused. And then shout out to Jason, my boy Jason Estrada, who got the boxing gym.
Hey.
He posted an old school ass vibrator. It was like, so this is what they was talking about. That's why when I saw this, it always smelled like fish and chips.
Wow. Wow. Because you know what's funny? Because when I first, Leslie sent it to me, and when I first read it, I'm like, did vibrators exist back then? But they must have.
Yeah, they did.
I guess.
They did. The 70s was wild. So, I mean,
That's
know.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was electricity and there was sex, so I mean,
So what's the
Those vaginas.
They got nothing to do with
that has
vibrators.
nothing to do with nothing. That's a
Yeah.
whole different song. What's wrong with you?
Well, at the end of it.
That's
At the end of it, they do.
No.
But yeah, no, there's not enough evidence in the lyrics,
You
to
don't
me
believe?
at least. No,
You
I'm
don't
not
believe?
wrong.
I believe.
I'm not
I
wrong.
do too. I'm on.
That's
Jen's
2
side.
votes.
So now when you guys are at a cookout or at a wedding,
I'm not doing it.
and this song comes on,
Y'all nasty.
and your aunties is
Y'all
going crazy.
Yeah.
Now I see why they didn't do the electric slides of that song at PVD Fest. Why they did the other song.
They was woke. They was woke early.
Hashtag woke.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
We're just reaching. We're reaching all
are.
the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Pastor Dutchie's about smoking weed, so
Oh, well, we knew that though.
yeah. So
But it
maybe
was kids singing.
exactly. So maybe this is one of those things that we just didn't know.
Yeah. Nah. So group consensus, no, it's not about.
No.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Jen, whatever you play at night when you whatever. Anyways,
Wow.
let's get to the people. The people. I
So,
care about the
Are we
people.
talking about the cell phone one?
Whatever one. Let's kick it off.
We
Are you starting with Twitter, Instagram, Facebook? Where you going?
Whoa.
You all right?
Yo, the mic just greeted Jen right on her lips.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
So I'll start with the poll that we put up. We asked.
Polls, vibrators. Whoa, we're getting feedback.
Hey.
Where's that feedback coming from?
Probably from his microphone.
No, we good. You good.
We asked the question.
Why do you like the side of the microphone? I'm curious.
That's where the veins at.
Shenny called you a mumble rapper because he can't understand what you're saying sometimes. Or just turn it this way like I did. No. Do it like mine, Darren.
Don't knock over your bottle, though.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yes, there you go. I bet
right.
you he still talks outside of it. All right, go ahead.
So we asked the question. Are you addicted? Are you addicted to your cell phone? Come on, man.
Don't laugh at him.
Come on. Are you addicted to your cell phone? For me, I was in denial about this, and so I started really thinking about it, and I'm gonna say yeah.
Are we gonna couple this because it was social media as well, right? Part of that or no?
Yeah, we are. I'm just giving my.
Oh, just the cell phone piece, or was it cell phone and social media?
It was cell phone. I mean, I guess we can couple it if you want, but I'm starting with the cell phone.
Because I think they go hand in hand. Hand held.
Hey.
Because we're
Hand,
usually
hand,
on our
held. That's what he said, guys.
so we're on our phones
To look at social media.
for the most part. Were there any people that said no?
Yeah. So
Somebody said no.
From Instagram, social media?
So I'll tell you, I don't know how to pull it up on Instagram, but on Facebook, I asked a question, and 60% said yes, and 40% said no.
Fucking liar.
That's out of 25 people.
Now, how can you from social media say that you're not addicted to yourself? Like, come on. Now, I think...
Would you want them to mail in their ballot?
Yo, just text, even if you text. No, that's not social media, but like you saw it on social media because you were on
That's funny.
social media.
Even the opposite. On Instagram, 60% said no.
Yeah, when I went to vote, and then it after you vote on Instagram, and then it shows you,
Yeah,
I'm
it shows
like, yeah, right.
60% of the people said they're not addicted to their cell phone
See.
On Instagram, watching Instagram Live.
from Instagram. Okay, so how do you guys? Are you addicted to your phone?
I'm going to say yeah.
Madam?
Absolutely.
I am as well. Now, can we address the 60% and the other losers?
Denial. Okay, so,
yeah, I'm
so
calling you
I was
losers.
part of that 60%.
You said yes. I mean no.
I said no initially because I
Jackass.
was like, my reason was if I forget my phone at home, okay, I can figure out my life. I don't need my phone,
If.
or I can hold a conversation without
you,
my
though?
phone. I have forgot my phone home a couple times.
How frequently do you think?
Like I'm gonna say like 2 times of this past year.
In a year.
In a year. So then I thought about it and
Yeah.
I was like, maybe. And I thought about like how often I'm without my phone. So I usually get up, boom, take my phone.
Come on now.
If I'm going to the car, boom, make sure I have my phone. In
Come
me.
on.
I get out the car, shit, where's my phone?
Yeah.
So I had to like really think like how often do I not have my phone on me?
I know I'm addicted to my phones. I done dropped that shit on my face. So numerous times.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how folks, especially from Instagram and Facebook, say that they're not addicted.
They're not
Like,
addicted
do
to
they
it.
see addicted as literally face down because they see teenagers like that? So they say, I'm not that bad, so they think they're not addicted? Is that how we...
Again, I think it's just the denial of it all.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. It's just like I ended up saying to Clarabelle, I'm not addicted because I can put it down if I want to.
It's
But
not
do you want
cocaine,
to?
nigga. It's not
No,
crack.
but it's the same statement. Like
Yeah.
I don't need it. I can put it down if I want to.
But do you?
But I
Right.
don't.
Right.
So
right.
you don't want to. That makes you
Me
addicted.
addicted.
Yeah, I can stop eating cookies if I want to. I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying?
But that
Like,
doesn't mean you're addicted.
I am.
I'm
Nigga, I'm
ass-
addicted to cookies.
I'm also addicted to cookies. For the whole record.
So, but does that
I got
tie
cookies in
into
my car right now.
Does that tie into social media as well?
Yeah, because so now let's ask the question: what is social media?
Facebook, Instagram,
These nuts.
these nuts.
Of course, the app, these nuts, des nos in France.
Good job.
So
Twitter, all that.
YouTube as well,
YouTube.
because there's a social component, right?
True,
You can
true,
comment
true,
and,
true,
and
true,
watch
true.
and share. So to be addicted to social media, like I used YouTube and blog sites to
Mm-hmm.
fix a bathroom, even though it was being used in that manner. I used social media to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be for entertainment, it could be for educational purposes.
Right,
It
because you
could
could have
be
went to Home Depot and went to a class.
and sat to talk to somebody, but no, I went
I
right
have
to
the
my phone.
information right here. Boom.
Yeah, so I'd say I'm addicted because I'll look to that first for
Yeah.
anything. You know what I'm saying?
I say
Except for calling our moms.
Yeah. Well, my mom's on WhatsApp. Is that considered social media or just a
No,
Even
no.
I've started
I think-
texting my mom. It's kind of annoying.
I think WhatsApp is more of a messenger program, not social.
Now, what
media.
about when we get spammed by our parents and aunties with stuff from social media?
That shows how addictive it is. That the social media is becoming out of that
woven.
realm
It's woven in.
and becoming into like our just regular conversation.
Also, WhatsApp is now social media because there's a feature on it that's like Snapchat where you can
Yes.
post a story.
Yes, you
Really?
can.
On WhatsApp.
Yes, you can.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So-
people use that. And I watch some people's stories through WhatsApp.
So
Come on now. It's all
it
it
is
is.
social media.
So okay, that leads into the.
No,
the
wait.
Okay, go. I'm sorry.
Speaking of, I don't know if you guys saw my status this week on Facebook, but
Who goes on Facebook?
you know how people shut up. You know how people talk about your phone's listening to you, Google's listening to you, Facebook's listening to you,
I did see your post.
You see that,
Yeah,
right?
I seen it.
yeah.
I lied. I seen it.
and I was always one of the people in denial. Like, you guys have really got to stop with this conspiracy
Yeah.
theories.
Take the tinfoil off your head.
Yeah,
It's
get
true.
rid of your zombie apocalypse kit and all that you got. But, we always say, like, in a ha-ha way, like, oh, ha-ha, I was just talking about something and it came up on my Facebook feed. But in my head, I'm always like, maybe I Googled it and I didn't think about it. So this week, we were at work. We were talking about Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Shout out to Zach.
And my friend
Mark
at work
Gosler. What up, beloved? Sorry.
was reading a thing on his Wikipedia about some negative things about him. I forgot what she was even reading, but it was just basically how he dated all the girls on the show and da-da-da-da.
He real.
Yeah, cool. We're just reading it and just like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Not even an hour and a half later, I go on Facebook and suggested post on my timeline is a page called Zach Morris is Trash.
Yep.
And I said, I know for a fact I've never Googled Zach Morris or Saved by the Bell or Lisa Turtle or anybody. I've never Googled anybody from that show. And so that's when we talking about, your phone, you have a microphone, you give permissions to Facebook. And I had to literally dig, Google, find how to turn it. And sure enough, when I got to it,
was on.
your phone has settings with permissions with your microphone on for Facebook. And I had to turn it off. And since then, it hasn't done it.
Babylon ting.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Now it's the same thing on IG because I think it
I
asks
turned
for,
them all off.
I think it asks for permission for posting purposes, right?
No. Because you get suggested posts on Instagram too. It's there.
Oh no, like so when you post a video, it needs permission to the
Oh, yeah, it
camera
just-
and mic to
It just
record
did that.
audio.
Yeah, when I was trying to post on.
So I asked you for permission before
because I had it turned off. Yeah.
So now you say yes just for that instant.
But you have to go back and turn it off.
Oh my god.
I forgot to do that.
So you can't even do it and just ask me every time. You can't even
No.
have that option. Wow.
Once you say yes, it's yes.
Woof.
And that's all times when you're not even looking at your phone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The phone wasn't. I wasn't even holding my phone when she was reading the thing.
Yeah,
My-
it
it was
happens.
on my desk. I was at her desk.
And not only in Facebook, stuff will show up on your email, the advertisements
Yep.
in your email
Yep, yep.
when you're scrolling on Instagram, all of that.
On
You
your
get
Google?
spam for it. Yeah. And that's even to tie into what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago about how photo recognition
Yeah.
and how that's becoming like a massive thing. I got tagged in a post. It wasn't even like it wasn't somebody I knew. It was you popped up you might be in a video somebody posted.
That's crazy.
Right? And it lets you look at the video. I don't know who the person was, and thankfully it wasn't me, but it was a dark skinned guy with dreads.
It's just wow.
Yeah.
Because even on your phone, actually we all have Android devices. Do y'all does y'all think when you go into the Google Photos say
I just found
I
that
just
out
shut that
recently.
who is this person, and it groups like everything from like a family member accurately
Of all the pictures.
all of their pictures.
The thing
Yeah.
that was crazy about that is when I realized what it was. So I have nieces and nephews, and they're growing up. So I see a picture of my niece as an infant. She's being held by someone. I'm like, all right. I click on it. It has all the pictures of her up until now. She's like almost 6.
That's
That it
crazy.
recognized, her face.
There was some pictures where literally it's a group photo of people at a party. Somebody's holding her,
The side
and
of her
it's got
foot,
the
yeah.
pictures of her.
Just wow. Does that scare y'all?
It scares the hell out of me. She looks completely different.
Now tell me why it scares you guys though.
Because what is this information being used for?
Mm.
This data is being collected.
And you guys watch Westworld?
No.
I've been
I've
meaning
been
to go
told I
back
should.
through it.
This conversation is Westworld. So when you watch it, try to remember this conversation.
Anyone who watches Westworld, let us know. Is Bim right, or is he just a crazy Nigerian?
Both.
And if you don't watch Westworld, I don't
Watch
know
it.
if you should watch it because season 2, it's good, but then it's confusing, and then it ended. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's why I
wait,
feel like
what?
I got to go back to season 1 before I even take on.
Oh, you
season
watched
two.
season 1?
I watched it, but I was towards the end of it. I was like,
Yeah, it's
I kept
like, wait,
falling
what?
asleep.
Yeah. But no. So this is everything translates into the future, right? All these little things that we're seeing, it's just a tidbit of what's going to be introduced 20 years from now.
Down the line, yeah.
Shit, maybe even sooner because things are moving fast. So like all the things leading up to the self-driving cars, years from now, hopefully when I'm not alive, tractor trailers are going to be driven automatically.
themselves, yeah.
Companies are going to save mad money.
Yeah.
All this voice technology, this is nothing. Houses are going to be integrated with
They already
voice.
have houses like
Yeah.
that.
So like that's the future. And texting, we're not gonna text. We're gonna say, hey, so and so
We're gonna
like
think.
yeah, we're not gonna Google search something. We're gonna be like, hey, what's and it's gonna be so accurate. So like, do we want that type of advancement for the ease of us lazy motherfuckers in the future?
So then that translates to the sub question that I had asked. Does your smartphone make you dumber?
I say no. Well, it's how you use it, right?
That's how you use it.
Yeah, I had mentioned.
But so is it a smartphone's fault that you're dumb?
it's the user.
I say yes.
It's user.
How many phone numbers do you have in your head now?
I never remembered phone
I
numbers, even
I
when
still have a good amount. Nothing new, but I know this guy's number by heart. And then my mom.
I only know numbers that I've known for a long time.
I don't know numbers by heart. I was bad at remembering numbers anyways, but I will trade off knowing numbers by heart with knowing how to repair a bathroom.
And that
I'll
makes
trade that off all day.
So that makes me feel like no, they're making us smarter, and of course it goes back to how you use it.
Yeah.
But we have a wealth of knowledge right here. You know, like so. Me and her got into this little back and forth about. She feels that because of smartphones, nobody reads.
I
I'm
read
like-
on my phone.
and I'm like, I read a lot more than I like. So I was like, if we take away all the cell phones in the world, everybody's magically gonna read. And she was like, no, because they never had to. They've always had their phone. And I'm like, but they're still reading on their phone, be it an article, be it
Right.
something they're learning or whatever it is. They're still reading. That's not making you stupid.
Right. And in me, I've never, since elementary, middle, high school, college, I'm not the best reader. I
I hate reading.
don't like reading. I get bored. I get distracted. A little noise, I'm thrown off. But I'll listen to an audiobook all day. Podcasts, I get tons of information from podcasts. If it was only up to me to read to get that shit, I wouldn't get a lot of the information.
I used to read when I was little. I used to love it, and then at some point I just started hating it. It's kind of like shrimp. I used to love it. Then one day I just started hating it. So.
You don't even like fried shrimp? Saute
You
shrimp?
like no
Shrimp scampi? Baked shrimp?
Yeah, bub shrimp.
What part of shrimp don't you two fools get? I just don't understand. He said not
You
even
can
fried
saute it,
shrimp.
You can fry
No?
it. I think that's all.
Forrest Gump is a
Barbecue
good movie, by the way. That's a good movie. Did you cry in Forrest Gump?
Nah, to be quite honest.
Even when Jenny got AIDS?
I was like, good.
Jenny.
Wow.
Did you watch the movie? You watched the
I
movie.
did, but I've somehow always missed the beginning.
Yeah, right? It's one of the things where I've
Always.
seen all the parts, but not on
But
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've always seen, for a moment, it was only, I saw the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally saw the end, but I've never seen the beginning.
Interesting.
I don't even
I've
know how the
always-
movie starts. That's right.
With him on the bench.
I have no idea how it started. You could tell me he started in like in a volcano. I'm like, oh, really? Oh,
Tom Hanks, Joe and the Volcano is another movie.
hey,
I love Tom Hanks.
good actor.
Joe versus the Volcano.
We were just talking about him today because apparently he's the star of the Mr. Rogers movie.
Yes, he is.
And I love Mr. Rogers. And I'm excited he has a movie.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers. You can't lose.
How could you?
What's the next topic? Sorry, we be getting off on a tangent.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Did you actually you be wearing cardigans like Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, and I
You go
changed my
home
sneakers.
and switch like from this Air Force to a Hirachi or something.
First of all, I don't own Air Forces, but I do go home and switch cardigans and switch sneakers.
Wow.
That's a thing I do.
Do
I
you,
believe
you
it.
flip the shoe from one side to the other? Okay.
I do live in the land of make believe. No trains for me though. You know what I'm saying?
No, all right, man. Darren, what's the next one?
Choo choo.
This is about you, the listeners. Let's do this. Next.
Somebody asked us, should guys always pay on the first date since females stress about equality?
Ooh, spicy
I just
one.
saw that one. You know, can I start? Because I'm the female here.
Let's
Go
go.
ahead, go ahead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, because you know Darren's here.
Wow.
Got that.
That's your neck,
no,
beloved.
no flag on the play.
No flag.
I can say nothing. Just watch her run by. All right. Continue.
As a lady, I really like the feeling of when a guy pays on a date. It's really nice. You know,
Right.
it's sweet. But once again, I'm old fashioned. So, you know, same thing if I was dating a guy, I wouldn't be upset if he asked me to make him a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But if you're the type of chick who be mad if somebody asks you to make him a sandwich, or if you're mad about getting your man a plate or getting him a drink, then you need to bring your debit card to the date.
So are you expecting it that a guy pays on the first
I
date?
never expect anything. So no, like I always make sure I have enough money to pay for whatever I eat.
Okay.
Just in case some shit go down. But when it does happen, I do appreciate that, and I feel like it makes the date go better.
Yep.
Okay.
So wait, sorry. So if you end up paying on the first date, does that deter you?
That's kind of awkward.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a great
That's
question.
the question.
That's
That's
like
it.
will there be a second date?
Yeah.
It would have to be a phenomenal date for me to be like, you know
Really?
what?
So I paid and I'm gonna.
Because if you end up paying, that means there had to be some type of interaction where he was like, all right, where's your half? You know what I mean? So it's like, how can you say that and still manage to
What
not
are
be
you doing?
manage to not be almost rude?
Right.
So that's what makes it kind of a touchy subject. I probably wouldn't go on a second date because
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
To me, because the question coupled it with equality. Now, to the brothers that are like, "Hey, you're such a strong woman. Why don't you do?"
Yeah.
As a person with intelligence, if a man really wants to court a woman, if you want a second date,
That's the word. Court.
right?
Yeah.
If you want the second date, you want to put your best foot forward. So, if you ask, does a man always have to? Technically, no.
No.
But if you want to put your best foot forward, that's kind of a way to do so. Yeah, it's to me, you pay for the first one at least. If you want to talk about going Dutch on the other ones, that's different. That's
yeah, like
different after
I've
that.
paid on dates, but the first one, like you said,
Yeah.
that's a different situation.
Yeah, you want to make a good impression. Now, the challenge for the brother who may consider, how do you even ask?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, the check comes on a first date.
And you're like, did you bring cash or debit?
I think at that point it depends on how the date's
I
going.
think. Well, yeah. So
If I'm not feeling you,
I think there's there's tactful ways to ask. Like,
oh, tell me the
Well, yeah, I was
tactful
gonna
way.
say,
Darren.
please.
Granted,
Please,
Go ahead,
Mr.
last
Tax.
time I've been actually though, I gotta tell you, we got in trouble earlier.
Who's we?
We.
This ain't Nintendo. Don't put me in
No,
it.
no, we. I'll get it to in a minute. I'm thinking. So the bill. If I'm on a date, the bill comes, and I'd be like, look at it, like, you want to split it or, and then kind of like gauge to see
That's
if
not tactful.
and clearly that's why I don't go on first dates. But I mean, I'm sure there's other ways where you can put up the option to share the bill.
I don't know
split
if there is.
it. Really. So
Babe and I are both
you're
shaking our
saying-
head like,
Unless
nah.
you talk about it in advance.
That's the only way.
But at the dinner, if it's not discussed.
So then that proves your point. That proves the point that men are expected to pay on the first date.
Well, no, still not expected, but that's hella awkward. Like as a man, right? The check comes because this is on us. Unless she grabs the check, right? Unless she grabs it first and then says something about how much it costs or whatever, then you can almost approach it a different way.
Because because you guys are guys,
Well,
right? And it's like if you go on a first date with a girl, because I know a girl who's very strong-willed and I feel like she would do this, and it makes me cringe just thinking it.
Uh-huh.
If you go on a first date, the check comes, and like you said, she goes and reaches for the thing and says, "I got it."
Right.
I don't care what kind of job you got. I don't care how your bills are paid. It just feels like you're almost emasculating the man
Yes.
for you to grab it first.
Really?
And as a woman, also, if you want a second date, you don't want to make the man feel small.
Right. Now, granted, there's probably a population of dudes out there who would like
Love it.
that.
Yeah. Okay,
But
yeah, all right.
and maybe we're like talking in very gender stand. I don't care. I'm old fashioned,
Right.
Yeah.
just like you.
If I ask you on a date, I'm more likely.
Maybe
gonna
that's
pay.
what it is. The person who asked the person on the date.
God damn it, Darren!
Darren,
I think
you're
you
on it
nailed
today. You're
I
on it
think
today.
You nailed it.
Yes.
So whoever initiated the date, in their mind at least, has to say, "I set this thing up. I initiated it."
So I
That
should
has
take
happened
care
to
of
me
it.
because I invited someone out on a dinner date
Story
because
time.
it was their birthday
Right.
or it was close to their birthday. And I'm like, I want, we should go for your birthday. In my mind, I intended to pay for the date.
Right.
When I got there, he kept pulling out his debit card and paid for everything.
Okay.
I didn't stop him.
Right.
I mean, but it was his birthday, so I understand what you're saying. If you initiated the date and you brought it up and you suggested it and say, hey, you want to go out?
Right.
And male or female, if the check comes, if the other person doesn't reach for it, but if the other person asked you out, which a lot of times men ask women out, so therefore I think that's why a lot of
Yeah.
times it just makes it less awkward if the guy just pays.
Yeah. So the brother who asked, if you initiate,
Then you must
enunciate. Compensate. There you go. I was just trying to get my Jesse Jackson on. If you initiate, you must compensate, my brother.
Yes. All right.
Does that work? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
I like it.
It's
But if she rapes you, then she's wrong.
Whoa! Hey, where's my flag? Where'd that come from? Why is she raping
yellow
him?
card, is it?
What are you talking about?
Because I couldn't say it the other way because then that would have been
Yeah,
vulgar.
You're right.
But
Why is that acceptable for you?
I
to
don't
say?
know. I don't know. America sucks.
it's not. I don't know. America sucks. Titled episode.
Yo, you picture
Yeah.
a woman raping a guy?
You don't want me answering questions.
Darren, we got to get a tangent in. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Please,
I can't-
please, please. Because you know it's going to get
Actually, you know
left
what?
real
I'm gonna
quick.
take this minute to go warm up the thing.
Oh, now you want to go. Fuck, Darren.
Oh, you got to go.
No, I don't need to go nowhere. He's
Oh.
going to leave us alone.
Wait, shoot, let's do our thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We've never been alone.
We have that? Yeah, we have.
Nuh-uh. You two have been alone. Because I always go to the bathroom.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right. So, yeah.
What we going to talk about, Ben? Hey.
No, so can you imagine a woman? Have you ever thought about the image? Why am I laughing? Rape. Okay, let me preface this. Rape is not funny. Why am I laughing when I say that? Hold on, let me fix my face. So, rape. Why is Darren? You gotta come back. Why? Okay. So, oh my God, yo, honestly, I'm a sensitive guy, and I sympathize, gentlemen. If you have been in a situation where you were taken advantage of by a woman, I'm not laughing. I'm simply inquiring as to how said events take place. Jen,
Don't ask me shit.
Jen,
Yes.
have you ever thought about? Do you know of any men who have been raped by a woman?
They haven't told me.
Okay,
Have I raped a man? No.
I wasn't going to ask you that, but I'm
Right,
glad
but-
you haven't, because
Yeah.
we would have to report.
But
you.
then again, hashtag me too. What if I have raped a man and I don't know because I didn't think of it as rape?
Okay. So because we flipped it, we can go into that
We could do
that gray area.
We could do that.
Okay, so if a woman went out on a date with a guy, okay, and
All he wanted to do was go to Bible studies and go home.
he just wanted to do that, they get to her crib and she's like, "Yeah, quick nightcap." You know what I'm saying? Like, just something to sip on. He's a lightweight, but he doesn't say that because, you know what I mean? He doesn't
Right, he
want
don't wanna embarrass
to,
himself.
whatever. So she made vodka cran for both of them. They're a little too strong, but he wanted to finish his drink before he left. Saucy. He's saucy. She's still good. She's touching on him.
Wait. It's got to be Henny and cranberry. He got to have the Henny.
Sure. Expertise.
I just heard.
Okay.
I've never actually experienced the Henny dick,
But
I heard it's a thing, so I just wanted to.
Okay.
Y'all
Fine.
can whatever.
Change of alcohol. Hennessy and cranberry. Tasty, by the way. So,
Oh God.
no? you don't like brown men. So we...
Whoa.
Saucy. She's still good because she can throw it back. So now he's saying, yo, I love Bible study. You know what I'm saying? I love God. I don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get home. Yeah, but you drunk. You shouldn't be driving. Just stay here. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So
I just want to let go and let God. She's like, no.
So she gets to touch and he's like, no, chill, moving her hand away. He said no.
Yeah.
In fact, he said no. Right? So at that point when he said no, just because they had Hennessy and his body is showing something different.
Right.
If she continues
Is
and
that rape?
approaches him and
Takes his
straddles
pants off.
him, takes his pants off and straddles him, is it rape?
Yes.
Wow.
You've been raped.
Don't put that on me. No.
Because your face you had like a whole revelation on your face.
I did.
So you were like, holy shit.
I did because I've
Because
heard.
you've been raped.
Can you stop with the Look, don't. I'm not a victim, and if I was a victim, I wouldn't be ashamed to say it.
Hashtag.
The hashtag pound me too. So don't pound me. Actually, no. So because I feel like I've heard men say that. I ain't even want to do that. Whether they meant it or not, I don't know. But I ain't even want to do that with Shorty. I was messed up, and then she just did her thing, and I could barely whatever and whatever. So that's rape technically.
Technically, that's literally the definition. Actually,
You right. That is literally. So is it okay? So is it less shame associated with it, or like do men not feel like they were taken advantage of fully? So that's why they don't.
how does a
report
man
it?
stop it though? Because if you tell a girl no and she keeps going,
Yeah.
and then you put hands on her, you pick her up and you place her somewhere else,
Yeah.
and she comes back,
Right.
then you put hands on her stronger and you move her firmer.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh my God, you hurt me.
Okay, but say he.
So there's no way for him to get out of it.
So say he moves her, yet she's still she gets back on, but he doesn't move her again. Is that now saying I comply? Like I'm with it?
No, that's not consent.
Right.
That's not consent.
Jesus. Hey guys, it's okay if this happened. Don't be ashamed. But if any of this sounded familiar to you, you have in fact been raped.
And we're glad that Please Delete This can help you
Yes,
come to this realization, because the first step is recognition.
absolutely. So please reach out to someone to talk about this. You're not living your life the way you should be with this heavy burden on your chest.
And ladies, if you've jumped on the dick after
Stop
he done
raping.
said no, yeah. Ladies, stop taking advantage of these young men. They don't deserve this. They are worthy.
Yes,
They are powerful. And they don't need this shit from you.
They don't need it. Darren, you shouldn't leave us alone.
Clearly.
Oh my God.
So pausing that real quick because I'm gonna come because I don't even know.
I
what
said
guys
something
are
foul.
talking
You
about.
pausing me?
No. But because we're gonna come back to something similar to that
No, we're
Terry
not.
Crews situation.
Nope, we're not
Oh,
going back to that.
yeah, we are.
One of our listeners wanted to discuss it. So how we got in trouble earlier? I was watching the District with Clarabelle, and we're watching it. And she looked at me. She goes, "You do a pregnant woman?" And I was like, She was like, "You sleep with a pregnant woman?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "You and Bim would do a raw."
Why she put me in there like that though? Why she?
Yeah, I listened to the episode today. You nasty, dirty. Both of you.
Wait a minute. No, time out. Because you opened the door, I got to step in.
Go ahead.
Okay. You have a child with your wife, don't you?
Yeah.
During her, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Did
We're
you
going
not?
there? We're going there?
She called me dirty.
We're not going there. I don't even want to picture.
Mustard in context.
You should have just looked
She
at her like
called
this
me
and said,
dirty, so blah, blah, blah.
you should have looked at her like, you was pregnant, wouldn't you? Right?
You're the pregnant lady I was thinking of the whole time.
You ain't say that, Darren?
No, I'm not that quick with
Oh,
it.
you foul. Come
you-
on, man.
you
You ain't hold me
suck.
down, Darren.
No,
You suck.
no.
Boo.
Yeah.
Not like that other girl hold you down when she raped you.
Ah, wow, Jen.
Jen, I was never
Yeah.
No, I was never raped, Jen.
So-
Don't look at me, yo.
I'm just gonna hold my comments to myself.
Jesus, man.
So to go back, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you
Talking
fill
about
me in real
rape,
quick?
man rape.
Man rape.
Not
okay.
like jail, but like, you know, a woman raping a man.
Raping a- okay.
Why am I laughing?
So, it's not funny.
That's what he told himself when he first started, but then he kept laughing.
Oh, these are buñuelos. Buñuelos.
You can't even speak English or Creole, but you want to say a Spanish word.
because it's called buñuelos. 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 Whatever. Screw you.
Are you sharing?
Yeah.
Is this Jen Snacks featuring Darren?
There you go.
Ooh,
Yes.
Darren
So-
Snacks.
Wow. Jen Snacks. I'll probably do an audio featuring Darren or something.
Darren Snacks.
So tell us what we have and pass me one.
So me and Clara will love to go to the spot in Pawtucket. I did take you.
We went there,
Yeah. So they
take
have
me.
these.
Do you know the name of the spot? They
I
probably
want
don't
to say
have social media.
Capriccios, but I.
That doesn't sound.
That doesn't
sound
sound
Spanish.
Colombian at all.
No.
That sounds like something.
That sounds like some
Yeah.
pasta. Come on, Darren.
So napkins is a little like hot.
Why would you bring this when I'm all full off my?
Eat it.
Tell,
It's
did you
good.
tell the people what it is?
So yeah, buñuelos. They're pretty much balls of cheesy goodness. Think of a doughboy
I love
but
Doughboys.
with cheese, like made with cheese and dough. I don't know. I can't. We just love it. They are a little. I got them yesterday. They're much better when they come out the oven and nice and warm.
They fry these though, right? Because the amount of oil is telling me so. But delicious nonetheless.
Well, while you guys chew on that, I'm going to find the next topic to talk about. So
Oh, wait, I want to real quick.
Oh.
No,
Terry-
you can't.
Terry Crews.
No.
Terry Crews. No, we have to talk about Terry Crews.
We're
Well,
talking about
that
Terry
was the
Crews
next
getting
thing on
man
the
raped.
docket.
Okay, go
Oh, you
ahead.
had that on the
Go
docket?
ahead. Go ahead.
See, I didn't watch whatever he posted recently.
Mm-hmm.
I saw when he first posted during when the Me Too movement for very early began.
Mm-hmm.
He posted his statement about how that happened to him at a party. Is that what he's talking about again recently?
Yeah, because he's suing the dude.
Is he good? Fucking good.
Yeah.
So Terry Crews, because you know, like we're talking about men getting raped. Just because he's a big man, muscular, you think you can do whatever you want to him because he's not rapeable or he's not molestable or he's not offendable. He is rapeable.
He is.
He is molestable because he's a human. And if you're a human, people can violate your body, and that's not okay.
No.
So I'm glad he's suing him, and I hope that guy has to pay restitution or whatever they call it.
So the
I'm trying
reason-
not to curse anymore, guys. By the way,
reason why it's coming back around now.
I'm not coming back around.
I think the producer or the
He's the producer of the
company
rap.
of what's that movie? He the one with all the army people and with the eye.
Oh, the one with Stallone.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I'll
Anyway,
think of it.
So they're doing a part 4 to it, and they asked him to be in it, and
A part 4, Rocky,
No, I think of
I'm
the
not gonna
name.
remember the name of it.
the
but they,
Untouchables,
Indispensables.
indispensable.
There
There
you
we go.
Right.
I
No,
don't
that's
feel
not
like
the
that's
word.
right. Yeah. So
Ungrowables.
no.
There are November 4.
They're trying to do a part 4.
The one with all the old niggas with Schwarzenegger and all them.
Yep.
The fuck?
Statham.
There's 3 of them.
I watch it. The body count be mad high.
I've only seen
Sex
like
or
No,
Killing.
it's Merkin little Cambodian soldiers,
So,
whoever they be
I've
killing.
I've only seen part 1, but they trying to do a part 4, and apparently the producer of 4 said, "Hey, I'll let you be in 4 if you drop the charges
Ooh,
against this company."
because that's the homies.
So
Wow.
he said no.
Because Terry Crews is out here looking for roles that bad.
Right?
Get the hell out of here. He was the dad on Everybody Hates Chris. You better
You don't need
recognize
none
and
of that.
respect.
And Brooklyn 99, he's the sergeant,
Yeah,
captain.
respect.
Yo, so
Even though that show's corny as fuck. I can't.
Expendables, the Expendables.
Oh, that's what
Sorry,
it is.
I made a word up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't
so
write it.
he pretty much
Break it off.
Yeah, pick it.
Break it off.
Break
So
it up.
he pretty much said no,
Mm-hmm.
and then went to bring light to the situation. And pretty much had to go back and explain what happened, and then say, he went to the company of the guy, said, "Hey, you got a predator room in your halls. What are you gonna do about it?" And they didn't. They said okay, and they made him go away. They didn't fire him. They demoted him to something else. So he's basically saying like, "I stand with you guys. The silence is deafening on a topic such as this.
Yeah.
We need to do better."
But who? Okay.
Wait, okay. So for the people who don't know what happened, so Terry Crews, anybody who doesn't know what Terry Crews is, Old Spice commercials, the big diesel dude who's always flexing his pecs. The movie White Chicks, the one singing, "Walking my way downtown, walking fast, things just pass and I'm homebound." that Terry Crews. He was at a party with
good,
his
guys.
wife, who's
With his
let me not say it. So with his wife
Doesn't make a difference.
and the producer, it doesn't. I just want to be him.
Messy.
So, so a gentleman, a male producer, I don't know if he was talking to Terry Crews or walked by Terry Crews, went and grabbed Terry Crews's penis.
Grab him by the pussy.
Okay, the other P word, but he grabbed Terry Crews's junk in front of his wife and in the party, and Terry Crews withheld himself from anything violent. And I don't know if I can't remember if he said something to the gentleman or whatever, but you know, anybody in that position, you're an actor. You're always looking for work. This is a producer in the game. He didn't mention who it was, but I'm guessing it's somebody of influence.
Andrew, something like that.
Call that man out. Yeah.
I'll find his name.
So, and what do, right? And it's no different than a woman who's on the casting couch or whatever, and you're in a situation where
No more
somebody.
porn for you.
Would you say?
No more porn for you. A woman on the casting couch, really?
What came first, the Hollywood or the porn? It was the Hollywood, so I was referencing the Hollywood.
Adam Vented.
That guy,
Bennett.
Why are we getting? Why do we let him read?
crotch grabber. I don't know. so crotch grabber is now being sued by Terry Crews, and in the I don't know if it was like a deposition or somewhere in court where Terry Crews recently was speaking about what occurred, and the woman was asking Terry Crews, well, you know, why didn't you do something?
Yeah,
why
yeah.
didn't you, in the moment? And Terry Crews, I didn't get to hear the entire statement, but he began it with, as a black man.
Yep.
That's all I needed to
I don't
hear.
need to hear nothing else.
We on the same page.
That's it.
So, as a black man, ... As a black man in America, as a black man in Hollywood, as a black man in a working environment, as a black
Basically-
man looking for work.
Yeah, because I remember him when he tweeted about it initially when he first brought this up. Like I said, when the Me Too movement started, he's basically saying, as a black man, if he was to have retaliated and did anything to this man,
Anything.
the headline would have been Terry Crews,
Killed somebody.
basically.
'Cause I think that, yeah.
because
yeah.
he's too big to kind of
Yeah.
flick you. Like,
yeah.
Right.
So he said, as a black man in America, you only have a few shots at success. You only have a few chances to make yourself a viable member of the community. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I have seen many young black men who were provoked into violence. They were in prison or they were killed. They're not here.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Big Brother. I'm an avid Big Brother watcher. The season just started yesterday. I'm actually trying to hurry the shit up so I can go home and watch it tonight. No offense to you two guys, 'cause I love you.
Now you good, beloved?
But we talk about this every time. Me and Tisha watch it. And every season, there's all these different people from different backgrounds, but there's very few black people in the house. And whenever they do have black people in the house, they're either very mainstream versions of black people. You know what I mean? And if they're a little bit too, for lack of a better term, hood,
Right.
they are seen as almost like a threat and they get voted out very quickly.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So the guy yesterday, he says, his name is Chris. He decided he's going to go by Swaggy C. Swaggy C's from Bridgeport, fucking Connecticut. Swaggy C. Initially, I was like, I don't like the fact that he calls himself Swaggy C because to me that's corny.
Yeah.
But then
very.
when he got in the show, I said, oh, he real. Like he won a competition and he did like a gun thing and he was like, blam him in the head. I said, oh, he's a little much. They're going to vote him out fucking quick. So he won the first competition yesterday and he's safe for now. But it's just like, if he makes it past 2 weeks, I'm going to be surprised. Just because, like Terry Crews says, as a black man in America, you have to be a little more careful.
Right.
No matter what, even if you're reacting to
Yep.
something else,
Yep.
because he won the competition
Right.
and he was excited. He was like, "I won, of course. That's why I'm here."
Right.
And the other black girl in the house was like, "You need to turn your intensity down."
Yep.
And we know what that means.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just gonna switch quickly unless he learns to, once again, for lack of a better term, play
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
And Terry Crews is playing the game.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's
And
true.
it is upsetting that we, as black men and women, have to carry ourselves in a very different. Good catch. We we have to carry. We always have to be mindful how
Yeah.
we're carrying ourselves, how our image is being projected, how people view us.
Right.
Just for merely walking down the street, like walking into the store to get like a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Like it can go so many
You drink
different
water?
ways. Yeah, I try to.
And people haven't experienced it, who haven't experienced it, can't really understand what it feels like.
They never
And it's
could.
funny, Terry Crews was on The Breakfast Club along with Amari Hardwick and the director of the movie that's coming out. Sorry, Sorry
For
for
the
the inconvenience, or sorry for the
I
interruption.
want to see it, but I don't remember what it's called.
But it's a movie based on call centers. And when you put your white voice on in the call center, you're going to connect with the customers, you're going to make the sales, you're going to excel in the
polite,
customer.
yeah.
So it's almost a similar thing, but in a different atmosphere, right? It's no longer in the work environment. It's in a social setting where something happens. I react. I'm the angry black guy, right? I talk to you on the phone as a customer service representative. If you hear that I'm probably not where you're from, you're less likely to,
you're like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm all set.
Same thing. It works the other way though,
Right.
because if I call T-Mobile, and I can tell when the person on the phone can tell I'm not white.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but every now and then they can tell.
Yeah.
And you can hear them almost relax.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
all-
I
you
can
caught
kind of be
that.
myself,
Right,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they'll be like, "Oh, I could, thanks, girl," and I'm like, "I."
But
Yeah.
that's
But you're
when
still T-Mobile.
But that's when you're a customer.
Yeah.
So now if you're selling on the other
Exactly.
side, then you got to turn it on. So as a customer, right? So it's like a flip, but in a good way for the person on the other line of the phone.
They're like, "Oh, thank God."
They can either be themselves and relax, which is very interesting. I never looked at that from that perspective.
Because I've caught that a couple times. Because a lot of times when we call places, we get a call center that's away from where we are from.
Right.
So I'll get somebody from Texas or from somewhere in the South, just because I don't know that's how they set it up.
Yeah.
And so they're almost like somebody from Rhode Island's calling, fuck. And they're like, "Oh shit, they got black people there." Like you can hear it in their voice, like,
Oh,
"All right, this is straight.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool."
Interesting. So when we were talking about man rape earlier, and then
Who's talking about man rape?
you and I.
Oh,
There's cheese in there, huh? It's gonna be a long night. So
Damn, man, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about
so
that ain't your friend.
50 Cent, our favorite person,
that. Oh Christ.
was making fun of Terry Crews. Now, I don't want to say making fun of Terry Crews, but
Make it like,
making light, because he just couldn't fathom as a man that happening to him, another man grabbing him, because we know 50's going to react. He's going to
Yeah.
hit somebody.
Yeah.
He's going to do something like that. And I was accidentally laughing at man rape when a woman rapes a man, but Darren, if see, she laughs.
because when you point at him like he's a victim.
No, he's not a victim, but hypothetically, he's going to be a victim. So, Darren. If
Darren
you-
has been a victim.
Okay.
I just feel it.
Look how he's looking at
I just feel like I don't know for a fact, but for a fact, I feel like
I don't know for a fact, but for a fact.
For a fact.
I feel like you've been raped before by.
Darren,
Yes.
if you and your lady are out at one of the many things she goes to, some type of social gathering,
Ooh, good question. I feel it coming.
right?
Pause.
And y'all are standing there. Now, let's pretend she's not going to react, because I know she probably react.
Oh boy, could you imagine?
Right. So we're not going to imagine now. Just for the sake of we'll make the scene similar to Terry Crews's. Y'all are there chopping it up. Some gentleman swings by and introduces himself to you and says, "Hello, my name is so-and-so, and this is my wife. Oh, nice to meet you guys. Well, have a good evening." Wham!
He's getting pushed at the very least.
Ooh, okay.
At the very least, he's getting pushed.
So instant reaction. you
Instant.
think.
Boom. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, now what if this is a setting where it's something for your wife, like it's some type of
Like a work event for
appreciation, right? Some gala, something where people are dressed elegantly. Are you still gonna react the same way?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I don't
You?
believe him.
Me neither.
Because I'm
believe-
not naturally like that.
I believe
Yeah.
depending on the situation, you might hold your composure a certain way. I don't think you'll just let it go, but I think your composure might be
So,
different depending on the situation.
Yeah.
He's getting pushed. Maybe in that moment, if I have enough sense to go, let me not make a huge scene,
Right.
and go like, what the fuck?
But if you're
And then,
drunk,
like,
no shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, so the environment doesn't matter. Like, say your wife was getting an award that night and she was being honored, and all of that. Like, you don't think anything, like, it would just be a reaction. Wow.
It would be a natural reaction.
Okay.
And Terry even says that his wife helped him. He says train, and I didn't like the way he said it.
I didn't like that either.
And he's like, my wife trained me to be in a situation like that and not react violently. I didn't like that he said train.
Yeah, women be wanting to train niggas. Why y'all be wanting to train niggas?
She said, whoa.
Yeah, why y'all be wanting to train
Y'all are
niggas?
so primal. You always want to,
Why y'all be
like guys are so
training niggas?
primal.
I don't
You're
think he
so-
needs. I didn't. Again, maybe,
Trainers a strong
Yeah.
word. Yeah.
It is a
so
strong
maybe
word.
she helped him. Like, you're gonna be dealing with
Work
type
on his
of this.
anger,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Because I had to work on my anger.
So, what?
I worked on my anger.
You got anger issues?
I did.
Hey, good work. I'm glad you overcame it.
Thank you, little bitch.
So it's situations like that where
Yeah.
it's, like, how would you react?
Honestly, I don't know. Because I feel like I turn it on because like I can survive in social scenarios or situations, but in certain ones I'm like full on guard mode or full. Let me try not to stand out too much because I already don't want to talk to people. But if I'm being friendly or if I'm, if my lady take me somewhere, that's her thing. Am I gonna snuff somebody at her event? Because regardless of like, not everybody saw somebody grab me, but everybody saw what happened after.
The videos are going to be of you hitting somebody.
Right. Right. And then everybody's going to look to her and ask, and the story changes from person to person to
And
person.
the other thing is, even though in this moment when you're thinking about it,
When you're there.
it's not. No, I'm not even saying that. As a guy, it's almost embarrassing for a guy to admit another guy grabbed my dick.
Yeah.
Because even for him, it took him a long time to come out and say this.
Yeah.
So if you react
You got to.
and somebody says, "What happened?" Well, he grabbed my dick. You don't even want to say that.
Right.
So that's another thing where I feel like there might be that internal struggle. Like, shit, do I even make it obvious that I just got molested by this other grown man, or do I just kind of hold it and catch him in the parking lot?
Right. Because if you. Okay. This may be a little too in depth. Is it a quick grab? Is it a pat? Or are you grabbing and holding? So, like, if
Does it
it's
matter?
a. Yeah. Because if you grab and hold, then there's time to remove the hand. If I remove the hand, am I then hitting after? If you grab, like tap and walk away, am I approaching you to
What if
then
it felt
hit
good?
you? What is wrong with you? I'm just asking. I just wanted to ask you this question. I've been meaning to ask you for a while. What
It's come up
exactly
every week
is
in my
wrong
head.
with you?
I'm just saying, because like girls grab guys by the junk and they be like, "Ooh, that feels good." So what if like initially when you're not thinking about it, you're like, "Oh, that kind of felt good though."
So,
Then you go get his number. All right, whoever
so I
you
think
are,
it all
brother.
comes down to how you feel. If you felt like this was like you were harassed, that this was unwanted on your part, whether it be guy or girl, that's harassment. Like
Yeah.
that's to you. So it's just like
Yeah, and I think we agree that whatever the reaction is, you're not at fault. But it's now considering the consequences after the fact, which is
Sucks.
unfair for men, women, anybody in that situation, because now you have to defend why you did what you did when you were violated.
Or why you didn't respond the way somebody else would respond, like how they do with the women. Well, why'd you wait 10 years to respond? Why'd you wait 10 years to say something?
Right. Or why didn't you bite him? Why didn't you do this to get
I
out
don't
of
want
the
to bite.
situation?
I don't want to bite food. I have little teeth. We go over this every week. I don't want to bite a whole human. Why would I put
whole
somebody's
human.
flesh in my mouth? Are you
picture her
disgusting?
like-
Switch topics. Switch
I just,
topics.
matter of fact, I just got my chip tooth fixed a couple weeks
You
ago.
did that? I did that too in the front. We out. Come
Hey,
on, man.
it's lit.
Shout out to insurance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So I just got my chip tooth fixed. I ain't got time to be getting that shit fucked
Yeah,
up again because
word.
of you.
Word. All right, next topic. Where we at? This is for you, the listeners.
yeah. We had what is the
Why does he read?
I don't know. I got it.
so oh, you got it,
Listening-
okay.
relation-
Yeah, thank you.
Communication within a
So how do I
relationship.
put this into words?
Listening to understand when your partner is venting versus responding with a solution. So I think I know where he's going with this question.
Me too.
Go ahead.
So I'm a lady.
I feel
So-
like I dealt with this recently. Go ahead.
I'm a
probably
lady,
have.
so I understand you guys' struggle where a girl will come home and be like, "Yo, that bitch at my job, she's always doing something," and we just be going, right? And a
The lip
dude,
smack is back.
Sorry.
and the dude will be like, "But babe, why don't you just stop going over to her desk?" At
Yep.
11:30,
We
if
give
she
you the
always
solution.
if she starts talking shit at 11:45 every day, and he'd be like, "But why are you trying to take her side?" Is that what happens, fellas?
Something
Yes.
like that, yeah. So, Darren, you want to?
So the question is, do you just listen and be like, "Oh, damn, that sucks," or do you give her a solution?
So, as for me, if you're giving me a problem, my natural reaction is to help you solve it. I
That's a-
assume
that's-
you're telling me
we're
this
Hi,
problem.
Vanilla Ice.
We're Yo, we're so washed. Well, there was a salt and pepper reference earlier. Now Vanilla Ice. Ew, we're nasty. Yo.
If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the bass on my DJ Revolver. Proceed.
Anyways,
This is nasty.
So again, if you're telling me a problem, whether male, female, my wife, whoever, I assume you're telling me because you're trying to help. You're trying to get the fix, the resolution.
That's where you go wrong.
Apparently, because it's like no, like so, and I give you a solution, and then it goes worse. Like you said, it's like because do, and it's like so why don't you just do. It's like all right, like why are you even talking to me about this if you're not
She's
listening
not
to what
talking
I'm
to you.
saying?
She's just talking, and you happen to be there.
She's venting.
Why don't you get that?
Because we are not like that.
So
If I come to you and I say yo doo, and you say well why don't you do, and I go oh yeah.
it literally
Yeah,
be like that.
Yeah, I guess I could try that.
It depends on the situation. Some situations will be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Bim, you just vent.
So recently, this is a real life example. Like my good friend Darren, my brother Darren,
You Buddha.
try to be solution oriented for a couple of reasons.
I'm an engineer.
Problem solving. That's what y'all do. So, reason number one, we care. We want to make sure we care. So we want to make sure, or we want to try to help resolve the situation or prevent the situation from occurring again. Reason number two, we don't want to hear that shit again. So there's a good chance we heard it more than once and we just don't want to hear it. Reason number three, it's fucking boring. The story's boring. We need a way to interject. It's not interesting enough. So we need to talk.
We're
So
fixers.
I had a real life example of this.
Don't
And
get
I
in
love that there's good communication in relationships, right? When you implement it. I was stuck in between a rock and a hard place. I wanted to talk, but the only way I was talking was by offering solutions. Damn, Bim, what do I do? After she vented and got, I said, hey, look, can we do something? Just help me out a little bit if possible. When you're telling me the stories, right, I don't want to get bored and I want to stay engaged. When you're telling me about the day, can you like leave a little bit of room for me to interject or maybe like
Say a
ask a
piece.
question or something
Yeah.
so that it can be more of a back and forth conversation
Rather you just talking at me.
versus you just talking at me because I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to drift off. Like I was just super honest. And she said, I appreciate you telling me that. And I'm going to try to do it. I said, God damn, wow. Listening works. And talking about shit
Communication.
Who
works.
would have
Stupid
known? Just
communication.
being open and communicating would work with a woman.
That's just like magic, yo. I went to Hogwarts, my nigga. Yeah. No, so like when I said that, she was receptive, one, God bless you. And, you know, it made me feel better because she was receptive. And I feel like even though, you know, it may take some time and I may need to find a way to interject, I learned that. Stop trying to fix it. She doesn't need a solution.
She's a smart lady.
She'll
If
ask
she
for a
wanted a
solution.
solution, she
Yeah.
could figure it out.
That-
She didn't come. She didn't come to you. No, I mean specifically her.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean in general.
Right.
If she wanted a solution, she could have figured it out without your
Sure
black
enough.
ass.
Right.
She would have figured that shit out. She
Right.
just came to you because she wanted to whine.
She wants an ear.
That's
and
it.
I got 2 of them joints. They're all yours. But I want to stay engaged.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even a lie.
Yeah.
Because I'd be lying sometimes. What about small things? Small things. We all lie a little bit. But I honestly want to stay engaged. I want to pay attention because when you ask me a question later and I don't have an answer, it's worse for me. So I want to be engaged. So
Be like, huh?
give me a moment to interject and ask clarifying questions. You know, perhaps put some humor in the story so I can get all over the roller
So
coaster.
I can stay with you.
Yeah, so I think that's one way to approach it because you tell me, Jen, have there been times where you had a chatty dude who just constantly is venting about something? Well, how do you deal with that?
You just listen.
You
That's
don't get
weird.
bored?
So
Or you just pretend?
I mean,
or-
my female friends do it too. Like that's
that's another thing.
yeah. When the girls get on the phone and you just be to or like group chats, we just be going in and stuff. Like
Do y'all even listen? Like actively
we
listen to the other
listen.
person?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because sometimes.
I mean, I understand sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the characters in the story and all that, but when somebody's venting, you get the gist of it.
There'd be one story and then you start a whole new story in the story. The old story wasn't even finished.
Yeah, because you got to get the background.
So let me ask Bim.
No, don't ask me.
Are you ever on the other side where it's like
Put some in here.
I don't have a problem.
Big ass ice piece. Go ahead, D.
Are you ever on the other side where it's like I'm not trying to vent, so I'm not saying anything, and then you get the like talk to me, like
Who's that?
say
Oh,
something.
like-
like on our side.
So-
So like we don't vent.
Right.
We don't unless
That's why
I
you guys
have
blow up.
So,
all right.
okay. So, Darren, so Darren, are you saying you start telling something and then you just don't continue or you don't say anything at all?
Here's what happened.
Oh, this real?
Yeah.
Get into
So
it, sis.
We're talking. Well,
Sis.
so we're sitting there talking. She tells me something I got to do. You got to do this, and that. And I'm like, all right, right, just all right. I already know in my head Like I kind of figured out in my head, I don't want to do this, but I got to do this. There's no sense in complaining about it or venting about it because it doesn't change. I don't have a problem. I just don't want to do it.
Right.
So that brings
That
me
is the
back
problem
to
that you don't want to do it. But yeah.
but that can't change. I got to do it.
Right.
So I say, okay,
Right.
I want you to talk to me. Like, tell me something. I mean, you just gave me okay.
Hold on. Full disclosure to the listeners. Jen just left, so me and Darren gonna have
so it's
man
just
moment
us,
for a
yeah.
moment.
So I get the, like, why don't you talk to me? I want to know what you're thinking, and that bothers me because it's like, I don't have a problem. Like it is what it is.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you get that?
So, okay, just to dive in on yours a little bit, do you feel like your facial expressions or gestures
Yeah,
give
I look like
away
oh yeah, I look like a ball of shit. I look like ask me something.
Darren, did you take out the trash like I asked you?
Yeah.
And that be your response?
That's what I give.
Okay, Darren.
No face, no.
Playing devil's advocate, you really think a woman is going to hear that reply and not dive in and
I
ask
want
what's
you
going
to
on?
understand. I don't want to do what you're asking me to do, but I know I got to do it. And rather than sit here and complain about, I don't want to do it, venting does nothing for me. It's wasting energy to me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I wish I could sit here and look at you and talk about my feelings, but that's not how I operate. I don't feel like that's how most men operate.
Yeah.
If we have something to do, we just get up and do it.
Facts.
Why do I have to tell you about how I don't want to do it?
Right.
But
And
I want to know what you're thinking.
yeah.
It's dumb.
And that's kind of like how I met Shorty in the middle. I think they have to try to meet us in the middle with that because we're not going to go all the way
Yeah.
that side and do it. I do the same thing though. Like she'll ask me how's work. I don't give a shit about my job.
Yeah.
I'll be like, it's all right.
There's no
That's
sense
it.
in going into it. There's no sense in.
Right. I don't care enough about the place. I know I'm still going to have to go there tomorrow.
Yep.
If I start venting about it, it's going to make me mad that I have to go back there tomorrow. Therefore, I don't want to divulge. It's not in me. I don't care enough about it. I don't want to do it. But for them, they feel like,
He's not telling me something.
right.
So women, if he says nothing, believe him. Like nothing.
Right. And even if we say nothing, it's nothing worth talking about.
nothing worth
We're not
mentioning.
saying nothing in the absence of a thing or a
Oh, I'm
problem
trying
or
not to
something.
tell you something.
Right.
It's just really like nothing.
We just want to address it. We don't want to address it.
But also at the same time, and of course, we got into the back and forth in it, and she was just like, "I actually want to know what you're thinking. You're my husband. You're my partner. I want to know what goes on in your head.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be the closest thing to you, and if I don't know, so it's like, all right, like, all right,
She bullied you into it?
yeah. So it's like I'll try to, give
Yeah.
you something or whatever.
yeah.
Because you know why? Because women want to hear you're not the one who's wrong. Even though half the time we are the one that's wrong. I mean, sorry, ladies, for letting the cat out the bag.
But not even wrong in a bad way because
No.
nobody is gonna like 100% of what somebody does or
Right.
like them 100%
But it's
of
like,
the time.
is this my fault? And the answer is probably yeah. You kind
Probably,
of you
yeah.
might have you probably could have prevented this.
yeah, but you know what? It's okay.
It's okay.
It is okay, and it's not something that somebody's gonna leave you over.
No, because I
And
had
I
I had to
hope-
learn that because I have a very close guy friend who I vent to all the time. He vents to me all the time, and I used to get so annoyed and upset because he would always want to come back with the other side. Well, yeah, like especially my mom would aggravate me. He'd be like, yeah, but Jen, she does this all the time, so maybe you should just adjust how you do things.
The solution.
Because she's old and she's not gonna change. And I would get so annoyed because I'm like, yo,
You're like, I don't want
you
this
taking my
solution.
mom's side all the time. Like, no, she's being aggravating.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of adjusted the way he responds to me. He'll be like, I'm not trying to judge and I'm not trying to tell you what to do, and I understand why you're upset, but and in that instance I can't get mad no more.
Yeah,
Because it's like, fuck, you
he's
right.
good.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
because I would have been like, all right, well, stop talking to me.
So we go from nothing to an extreme.
Yeah, to an extreme. Yeah,
That's why I don't call your black ass.
I'm very thankful.
I call
for
other
it.
friends.
Actually, whenever I see you on the phone and like I see you when you pull up, and I'm like, how could you be on the phone for that long? Like I can't.
I used to be on the
stand
phone from day to night.
Listen,
Christ.
Not
My-
anymore. I can't do it.
my mom and my sister, hi sis, all day on the phone.
I can't.
I try to hang out with them in the house, be sitting there chopping it up, watching the TV show. Yeah, blah, blah. Phone will ring. My phone rings. I won't answer it until I'm done hanging out. Nothing's that serious. Sister will look up. Hey, so and so did it. Bye.
And
I
it's
leave.
like, yeah.
Why do women can talk on the phone all day, huh? What is there? Is there that much to talk about? No.
Did I tell you guys about the like 5-minute voice note I heard Clarabelle get one time?
Yes, you did.
It's like,
Yes.
what,
I don't know.
A voice note, dude? Like, yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I ain't rolling. So, the communication again. Back to that. It's,
Yeah, it's just the way you respond. I mean,
Yeah.
we like the feedback, fellas. Don't think that you can't respond,
Right.
but just be mindful that you don't want your response to sound like you're saying you disagree with the woman,
Right.
even if you disagree with the woman.
right, and try to implement if you can my tactic that worked, and let me know if that works.
Yeah.
Just let her know, hey, baby, I love you, and I love that you can talk to me about things. I want you to talk to me about things.
That's important.
See, look at that.
That's
I'm
good.
nice, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
nice.
That's
you-
good.
I want you to talk to me about things. Do me this one favor. I want to stay engaged.
So I can stay
I'm nice. Let me keep going. I want to stay engaged.
relationship.
All right. So just give me like a little bit here and there, to just jump in and interject, so I can go back and forth. I want to stay, engaged in the conversation.
And don't
Can you
get
do that for me?
frustrated, babe, if I interject with a question. I'm just trying to understand what
Come
you're
on
telling
now.
me.
See? Huh? Hey, fellas, that was free. Next one, y'all got to pay for it. God
Hey,
damn it.
this podcast can't be free forever.
And we out here.
You got to pay for
Shit.
these snacks.
Yo, anyway, I'll tell you that off the thing.
And the last part of this wonderful list of topics is, what age should you allow your kids to have social media?
Ooh.
Do your kids have social media?
No.
That's a good one. My son does not. My son asked me 2 weekends ago, because he knows to ask me and not his mom, even though I didn't budge. Dad, so can I have Instagram? My son's 12.
No.
And I tell him, same thing I told him the year before that, same thing I told him the year before that. I know some of your friends have it. I get it. I'm on there. There's a lot of nonsense on there. It's unfiltered. I don't want you exposed to certain things yet on there. And just like when X passed, I told him, don't watch the video, because I think he said he came across it. If he was on Instagram, Triple
Oh,
X,
yeah.
if he was on Instagram, he would have seen the video.
Yeah.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I told him there's certain things on there, violent things that can pop up. Not that you would follow it intentionally, but some people share stuff.
Yeah.
Don't want you exposed to that yet. You're still young. And, I mean, some parents let their kids have it. I don't knock you for it, but the way we're looking to raise him, it's another distraction, for one. He already has Fortnite. And, I just feel like he's too young to be exposed. The internet's open already, but like IG and other ones kind of compact all the stuff, the pop culture stuff and some of the not so great things of the world in one space where you could just scroll and see everything. So
And if there's something that you're, as a kid, because we know as we were children, if you know the stuff you're not supposed to be looking at.
yeah,
Now, could you imagine if all we had to do was click on a hashtag
come on
Yeah,
now.
and
to get all that
Come
stuff that
on
we
now.
shouldn't have been looking
Yeah.
at?
Come
Like, we had to
on.
watch through scrambled TV.
Yeah.
That was as close as we were getting.
Yes.
Word.
So,
Yeah, and I look at my son's phone. Because we had an incident before where one of his friends had told him to search something, and then he was getting pop-ups. So I know how to, Darren, we know how to check the history and all of that stuff, and I saw it. So I put him aside, had a conversation. His mom spoke to him, did that. But another friend could be like, yo, follow this account,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't even got to follow it, just search it whenever you, no.
now you can follow a hashtag.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, Darren, your daughters,
No,
they got phones though.
They
right?
have phones.
Okay.
They don't have social media. They know not to have social media.
Right.
Like we had an incident with YouTube.
Mm.
Now YouTube's. I mean, did you put that on the social media?
Yeah. Social
So
media.
we had an incident with YouTube, and it's again like the black hole that YouTube is. It was
Yeah.
like I saw the history of how it went from here and got all the way to here, and it was like you almost want to take away all of it.
Yeah.
So they don't. I think the appropriate age.
That's a tough
Say that
part.
word again.
I know. I heard it myself.
He left the R somewhere.
Yeah,
It's fine.
the
You don't need
appropriate
it.
age.
Yeah, that's the I Haiti.
So hard to say. So I feel it's you gauge your kid
Yeah.
when you think they are ready for it.
Right.
Obviously, my initial thought is 18.
Wow.
That's my initial thought.
For social media?
Yeah, I know it sounds dumb. It doesn't even. It sounds more likely that she'll have it for like 2 years before I even catch.
Yeah.
So Alexis, I would say like maybe 17, maybe 16.
Wow.
Because I think she can handle it.
Yeah.
Celeste, no.
Yeah.
Because Celeste is too innocent.
Because I think about high school, right? So my son, actually, your daughter's going to high school. I know. So, but like,
Oh, that's something I got to tell you guys.
I think about what they're going to be exposed to in high school, right?
Yeah.
Older kids. You got freshmen and seniors in there. You're friends with a mixed bunch of them. If she plays sports, she's going to be hanging with some of the older ones. You know, it's social media. You're also considering level of maturity, but then you also got to consider the friend groups or the influence group. You know, so it's. I mean, I don't know what the quote unquote right age would be to let my son get it, but I'm thinking like he's kind of mature enough for his age, maybe high school, but then at the same time, I have full 100% access to your phone. So I'm going in, I'm searching, I'm looking at your stuff, and you know, I know your passwords. And
I mean, I didn't have social media till I got to college.
it wasn't
but
social media.
It
so
was social media itself was just being born.
we had
when we got to college. We had Black Planet.
We had Black Planet in high
And
school.
then it was
yeah.
like Yahoo Messenger, AOL, Instant Messenger.
And we was on those
Oh,
chats
yeah,
for a
yeah.
long
Yeah,
time.
And the thing is,
AOL
I was
Messenger.
never like on the chat lines on the phone. I never did
I
that.
didn't do that one, yeah.
AIM and Yahoo Messenger, I got on it kind of late, but I heard about Yahoo chat rooms, and I was in Yahoo chat rooms a couple times, but because I was so late to the game, it wasn't interesting to me.
Yeah.
Black Planet wasn't interesting to me. I had 3 pictures that I put on my Black Planet page that were the 3 pictures that are probably still on there right now. The page is still up. Like, unless they did something to it, unless they blew up Black Planet, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't use it regularly, but I had people that I was friends with in college who they'd go to class, come back to their room, check if they got any notes.
Yeah.
Check if anybody did whatever the fuck it is you do on Black Planet.
Yeah.
And I was creeped out by the idea of it. Like, so people you don't know are sending you messages? And then what?
People was popping.
Right.
Some people I know who remain anonymous had a lot of success with
Had
Black
a
Planet.
a lot of friends, and I mean, I had people hitting me up, and I would ignore it because I didn't understand how I could talk to this person I didn't know. And I have a couple of friends who I met on Black Planet who I'm still friends with to this day.
Holy shit! Wow.
Which is crazy. But for the most part, I would ignore people on there because I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And here I am, 18, 19 years old. So I can't imagine being 14, 15.
And having access to all
and
this.
people from all over the country, different ages, having the access to being able to hit me up and be like, hey, what
what's
you
up?
doing?
Yeah.
But this they were born into this.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. It's
this
different.
Stuff,
Like-
it all existed already.
Yeah,
you
this
know?
shit was just,
So it's not
we were learning it as it
Yeah.
was learning itself.
They
right.
were
So it's
born
not.
in it.
They're not new. It's not new to them. They're on
That's what makes it
YouTube,
crazy.
leaving comments
and it's,
already.
and it's
you know?
everything. It's everywhere for
Yeah.
them. Like I know there's a app Musically.
Yeah. Social media.
That's social media, and I didn't know that for a while.
Yeah. I
Until
still
it
don't
was
know what
like,
you're talking about.
oh, so it's an app where you can like sing songs and make little like Vine videos, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you can have followers
Yeah.
and you follow people and they see the stuff you're posting, and you know, so Celeste like had a Musically account, and Me Valley had to shut it down.
Yeah.
So it was like,
So it's like, I mean, I can't use my 13, 14-year-old brain and apply it to my son because it's way different now.
Yeah.
He plays Fortnite, PlayStation strong. He got friends on PlayStation.
Right.
That's social
It's the
media.
same thing.
Yeah. So like, you know, at what point do we, you
It's
know
like
what I
we were
mean?
talking about today at work.
The lines are
we were
hella
talking
blurred.
about when people started listening to rap music, because that was our thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like your parents could be like, no, you can't listen to that. And one of my friends, she was saying, you know, me and my sister had the Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album. My dad broke the CD in half
Wow.
in front of us. And then she named like 2 or 3 other CDs that her sister bought. And her dad heard them playing it and broke the CD in half in front of him. And so monitoring your kids' social media habits or not allowing them is this generation's version of breaking a CD.
Yeah.
Which sucks because breaking a CD in half is a lot easier than
Yes, it
shutting
is.
down the internet.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Access.
it is.
yeah, and they're gonna find a way around it. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's the tough part. You gotta
Yeah.
be like really up on it to get over them.
Right. And at some point, you just got to trust your kid to do the right thing. Just like, you know, when they get their license and they're going where they say they're going to go. At some point, you, just got to trust them.
they're not going where the fuck they say.
Yeah. At some point, you just got to trust that they're going to do
You
the
gotta
right
be
thing.
smarter than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
So
No, you can't be smarter than them.
you're never going to be smarter
You
than
just
them.
have to accept
Yeah,
that
just-
whatever happens to them,
Right.
you just keep going and praying that
Yeah.
they're gonna come home.
No tracking system on the car. None of that's going to save you from, you know.
All they gotta do is leave the car and the phone somewhere and
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
so speaking of freedom,
Oh, no.
Freedom.
so this summer we said did I say that? I didn't. I said freedom.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you did.
sure.
I was just being an axle.
No, I probably didn't say it right. So we signed up Lexus for Brown Summer High. I don't know. if
Oh
you
my
know.
god!
Holy shit. I didn't know they still did that.
They still did. Did you know?
Wow. Yeah. That's how I met the crew, Trish, Ronald.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you were there.
I was
Yeah. And you were there. And you were there.
Yeah.
You were
Wow, I
there.
didn't
I didn't
realize.
meet you
I
there.
didn't put
Did I
that.
meet you? Or were you there, though?
I did Brown Summer High, but I don't remember you niggas.
Mm.
But
Really?
I'm not a popular person.
So you stayed there. So did you get picked up and dropped off?
I don't remember.
Okay. So Lexus got accepted.
Dope.
It's in a whole different building. Like
Yeah, that was like 20 years ago.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah. So we told her like, if you're gonna do this, you have to take the bus there because there's no way I'm gonna get you there and get me to work on time.
Yeah.
So she's all nervous. So we showed her how to take the bus yesterday.
Early.
Wow, ripped it, right? So of course we're going through this whole thing. Like again, this really her first time in the world. Like she's not been on a bus before. She's not really been besides walking to school and walking to maybe a friend's house that's
Right.
around the area. So we're like, okay, you get on the bus, you can have your headphones in, but you got to be mindful what's around you.
Right.
You can't like she's very like aloof to her face, like me. So like if she sees somebody weird, she's gonna look at that person weird,
Oh,
and I'm like, yo, you can't do that because that person could have a problem, and they what the fuck are you looking at, and
Right.
pop, whatever. So we're showing her the ins and out, like here's where you wait for the bus, blah, 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 blah. So we're sitting there. Me and Clarabelle took the bus from here and met us downtown. So I just finished telling her like you have to watch your face because you're gonna see some crazy people in Kennedy Plaza. Da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Actually, I had a thought. Pausing that. When we get downtown, there's like mad pigeons. And
Them
I was like,
brolic ass
I was
not
like,
scared
I
They
think
don't move for you, nothing.
Yeah, so I was like, I think Jen had a little tangent about this at one point in time. The P-Town pigeons.
Fuck them pigeons.
Yeah.
Though.
So
I had two turkeys outside our building today when we came out, and they just like cluck, 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 in front of us and just like ran off. Like,
Really?
y'all ain't even scared. There's humans in here.
They're human.
The ones by my job chase you.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Yeah. So we just tell her like, watch your face. The guy gets on the bus. His shirt stops like above his belly button.
Okay.
He again. I'm being mad judgmental, but I look at him and my face. I'm like, oof. So I tap Clarabelle. So we're both like talking shit about this guy, but like he's right there. We're both whatever. We get out the bus. Alexis looks up. She was like, "You guys,
God bless.
didn't
Good.
watch your face at all."
Good.
So I look at her. I was like, "I can take care of myself. You can't."
What a bad. Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. For anybody who knows my daughter and sees her out on the street, please just don't approach her. Don't talk to her. Just keep a eye on her and make sure she gets to where she's going. Please, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
she already caught y'all slipping. She'll be fine.
Well,
She'll
we
be
told her
fine.
like somebody offers you a ride. No,
Right.
like
But you just told us to watch out for her. So like if I see her,
don't approach her. Just look for. Oh, there she is. I have to make sure she get on the bus. Cool.
but
So
I mean, if I offered her a ride, I think she'd take it. 'Cause she knows me.
She's been
Or
told to say no.
That's true.
And that's what I put her in that situation. But I think at the very least she would call me
Yeah, that's fine.
and say, "Hey, Genevieve's right here looking at me."
Can
okay if I
I
go
get in
with
her
her?
stupid
Yeah.
Camry?
Hey, Dad, Bim asked me for $1. Should I give it to him? Bim doesn't look good.
So,
Bim's in bad shape.
I want to ask you guys, like,
Not in
how do
bad
you
shape.
how do you prep a child like for this world that we're so accustomed to? Like, it was like
How were you prepped? Were you prepped?
I don't think I was prepped.
Did you make it?
I made it?
But
There
did
you
you
go.
die?
Barely.
But did you die?
But again,
Barely?
So
I got
listen,
the scars
no,
to
listen.
prove
That was
So
a little
here-
gay ass laugh.
Sorry. So I guess here's my point. Again, we grew up in a different time, and also at that age I was already like 6 foot, like 250-pound Darren.
You weren't that heavy.
Maybe not that heavy.
You wasn't even close to that.
Now you slimmed down freshman year.
So
You was skinny little
why
thing.
you look at my stomach as you say that?
What?
So, but
Fix
again,
your
we
face.
were in a fix your face. We were in a different time. She not only, and that's probably something I can never understand. Not only is she like younger or whatever, but she's a female.
Yeah.
That is. Before we got downtown, Clarabelle was with the baby in a stroller and had a guy holler at her.
Yeah.
First 3 questions. Hey, Ma, where you coming from?
Your
Second-
mom's house, nosy ass
Yeah.
nigga, move.
Yeah. Third question. I don't remember the second question. Third question. Your baby got a dad? What?
Technically,
What?
nigga.
Yeah, like-
Do I look like the Virgin Mary to
Right.
you? Yeah, you got a dad. Is he
Right.
involved? No, but still.
Right? But like it's shit like that. So
Yeah.
and she's
And
a
I'm
grown
assuming
ass
she wears
woman.
her wedding ring.
Yeah,
That doesn't
she paid,
matter.
She paid.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't matter. But you think if whatever stupid idiot guy can say that to my
That's what
wife,
I'm saying.
a
So a
grown
woman
woman
wearing
with
a
a baby,
wedding ring and a baby.
Yeah.
what problem does he have saying that
Yeah.
to this young girl? We already talked about the stupid perv that was doing whatever he was doing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So now it's how I kind of look to you because obviously you've been downtown as a woman. But how do you prepare
You've been
them?
I have not been
for-
downtown.
Hey, Taco
But-
Tuesday. Ah.
Well, how do you prepare?
You
like, to say like a guy's gonna talk to you. Don't even look at him. Don't even smile at him. Don't say anything, or that gives them the end to sit there and talk to you, or to sit there and follow you home. Like to do all
mean-
these stupid things that she's never had to deal with.
Unfortunately, there's no way to prevent it. There's gonna be guys who are persistent. There's gonna be guys who are annoying. There's gonna be guys who try to talk to her. All you can do is prepare her to not fall for the nonsense. There were some girls who fell for it. Like, we went to school. Our school was on one side was Broad Street. There was always guys who drove up and down Broad Street waiting for the young girls. Some of the girls got in the cars. Some of the girls got on the bus and went home.
Yep.
So as long as you do your part as parents to make sure she's not the girl who gets in the car, that's all you can do. But you can't prevent, unfortunately, guys trying to talk to a girl.
That's real. That's part of that whole let go and just trust them to do the right thing. Because we can parent as much as we can in the house.
Yeah.
As soon as they step out, it's on them.
Yeah, different world.
Because I had titties.
Right. So, okay.
I ain't had no ass though, thank God.
Moving along. We're at time, huh? We try to get through everything.
There's one other question. that we
You
had.
you
we
wanted to
have
ask
time
people.
for it?
You wanted to ask people. You wanted to ask people that trigger ass question. And
What's the trigger? Let's hear it. Come on.
I'm not even in this conversation. I'm gonna just put
Do
it out
you
there.
wash your meat before cooking it? And I tried to phrase it in a way where it couldn't have been taken that way, but
What do you
people
mean?
are gonna-
There's only one way to take it. Do you wash your meat or not?
you saw it with Kenny.
Oh, because he's.
Yeah, Kenny and Calvin.
That's why they're both on timeout.
Yeah.
I put them on timeout. All right.
So yeah, I know I do.
Honestly, so I usually just cook chicken breasts or thighs or whatever, ground beef, but I don't really cook steak much. But there have been times where I didn't wash the steak or
I don't wash ground beef.
Or you can't
So
wash
that was
ground
my-
beef,
yeah,
right?
so that was
there's
my-
been times I didn't wash the chicken either.
So that was that big discussion. Oh yeah, hell yeah! You don't wash your meat.
See, I just rinse chicken. People who use like lemon and stuff, I get it, but my mom's never done it. I've never done it with like
really,
the
mom
whole.
never did.
But what's that
She didn't
supposed to do
that.
anyway?
It's
It's
the
supposed to
acid's
kill.
supposed to kill.
Yeah, kill the
I-
blood.
Yeah.
But so does the
So it's
heat.
cooking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that's more of like a old thing where historically black people had to kind of take scraps of meats and therefore you had to go different routes to make sure the food was safe. But now that everything's cleaned and packaged before we get it, I don't personally think I need to get lemon and vinegar and all that.
Yeah.
I just kind of rinse it off just because I don't trust packaging.
Yeah.
Plastic.
And I had read somebody said it takes away like the nutrients and the stuff that comes.
Well,
Yeah,
with
because
it.
if you guys order steak when you go out at all?
Yeah,
I don't
man.
go out.
Okay. So
She
you
was
literally
out-
bring food every week.
She was out Saturday.
Right.
Who's
But
on
she don't
Saturday?
remember.
So
Oh, they had pizza in the club, by the way. You missed pizza in the club, bruh.
Don't
you know
remind
that threw
I'm
me
still-
way off.
Yo,
when I
I'm so
saw
glad it was
that.
pizza in the club. We wouldn't have made it home. That pizza sobered me the fuck up.
So can
I-
we do something for me? I know you guys don't like me,
No.
but can we go out together
Absolutely
at
not.
some point, please?
Absolutely
No.
not. I gotta
Yeah,
spend-
don't trust me,
I
right?
gotta spend Saturday.
He making up gigs so you
No,
don't
that-
so you don't hang
I
out
really
with
got
me.
I got a 60th birthday party.
I don't care about you. I ain't say this weekend, Darren.
All right.
Anyways, do I wash my meat?
That came up weird.
Do I wash my meat? Now, I've forgotten to wash the chicken breast, but yeah, the heat kills off a bunch of shit.
I just feel like it's weird to put seasoning on top of a chicken breast I didn't rinse off. But also, I cut off all the fat.
yeah.
Even if I get the little
I
Purdue
don't.
single serve chicken, which is very clean, there's no skin,
Yeah.
there's very little fat. That's one thing my mom does do, and I got from her is no matter what little fat, I cut it off.
Yeah.
So I feel like I rinse it off, cut the little fat off, and then I season it.
Actually, I had
Yeah.
a comment. Okay, keep talking. Don't wait on me.
You can't interrupt us and then
then
say
say
keep talking. You're trash.
Sorry.
Mad
I
rude.
had thought about it in my head. I was like, oh, she's.
But yeah, no, I guess we can do our Googles, but
What's your first phone you ever had?
that I ever had,
Mm-hmm.
I had my mom's flip phone. No, it wasn't a flip phone. It was just like a phone. It wasn't like a Zach Morris phone, but it had a rubber antenna. It had a background green screen, and it had a leather case that it was in.
Yeah, with the plastic screen.
Yeah, with the plastic screen, right, with the hard button.
yeah.
And I was hella gassed because before that I had a pager. You know what I'm saying?
I never had a pager.
I had the pager, and then when I got the car, she said, "Okay, you need a phone."
You had a car.
I did have a car for a little bit senior year. Yeah. So she said, "Here you go. Take this brick." And I was like, "Yo,
And
that's
if anyone
what's up."
attacks you, throw it at them.
Yeah. And then I switched and got the Nokia with the snake game. on
I
it
had the
and stuff.
Nokia with the
I
snake.
love
That was my
the
first
Nokia,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
But mine was my brother's old phone. It was on Singular and it had minutes. And I never had
Singular,
minutes. So my
wow.
phone was always off.
Yeah.
Um,
All that chatting.
Yeah.
I only got $10 at a time on there. And it was like $1 a minute, nigga. Wouldn't
Yo,
you?
no, shit was wild then.
Yeah. And then after that, And it
me
was
after
sucked
that.
because we were at URI at the time, and you couldn't call, even though it was in state.
Nope.
People from Providence couldn't call URI, or URI couldn't call Providence.
Oh, yeah, I
It
remember
was out
hearing
of
that.
the what do you call it? It's
The
in-state
coverage.
long distance.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, in Little Ass, Rhode Island, if you were in Providence, you can't call Woonsocket.
Yeah, that was crazy back then, right?
Yeah.
Good thing they changed that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was in-state long distance, so you couldn't
Is
call.
money saving still a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Crazy,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I don't think
They're
I-
just robbing people.
I don't
That's all
think
they
I
do.
even pay attention. To
Everything's
that,
over a data network anyway, so for them to charge minutes is it's ludicrous. So,
All right.
what were
Are
gonna
you
say?
ready, Darren?
you know, shout outs.
Trash.
You
Look at this
said
guy.
you made
Look
us
at this
hold
guy.
on.
I know. I was like, I read it and I was like, oh.
So what was your first phone?
My first phone was like a what's the name? Because of the Kyocera.
Kyocera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, it had a little light on the back of it. Like here, yeah. I used to use my mom's phone. I used to use my mom's phone all the time. And I remember in high school, Jen asked to use the phone, and I gave it to her as a cell phone, and she said, "Okay." Like she checked for a dial tone.
Yeah, I did. You know what's funny? I watched you do that motion. I'm like, was I checking for a dial tone?
Yep.
Because I'm like, in high school, I would have not known what a cell phone was. I must have checked for a dial tone. I had no idea. I did not know what a cell phone was.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know what else I hate? When I pull up to a drive-through and I see the person who's got the headset on outside go inside right when I pull up. Because it's like, you didn't wash your hands.
No.
From smoking that cigarette or talking on the cell phone.
Nope.
That annoys me.
Yeah.
And also, are you guys going to see the Uncle Drew movie?
No,
I
I'm
want to.
not. I'm not gonna pay to see that.
Really?
You don't pay to see anything.
I was at the drive-in. I went to the drive-in on
That was cute.
Sunday. That's what I did.
I've been wanting to go to the drive-through.
Yeah, I love. I try to
Man.
go like twice a summer.
Yeah.
I haven't been yet. Every year I say I want to go, but okay.
Yeah, I pay.
You
for
going to see
movies.
Uncle Drew?
I want to, but I probably won't make it.
What comes out this weekend?
Fuck Permit Patty. Just want to say that. On
Yeah,
the
fuck her
microphone.
for real.
I agree.
Oh, I was gonna say, Darren, do you not agree?
No, I agree. Oh, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
All right, just had to get that off my docket. There you go.
I had one of our listeners who's trying to catch up pretty much say to me the other day, what's Jello fries? And I said,
You said you don't know.
She said, yeah, you guys were talking about Jello fries? And I was like,
Jello fries. That's hilarious.
I said, oh, Jollof fries?
Who's this
like,
person?
yeah.
Can you tell me off the mic?
I'll tell you off the
Don't
mic.
shame them for asking
I
a
won't, I
simple
won't. It's
question.
So
Well,
cute,
she-
Jello fries.
It's Jello fries. Oh. So,
Y'all
so
ain't
I said,
shit.
so she's like, don't tell nobody. So I'm like, I'm going to tell everybody.
Don't tell nobody,
Listen,
Darren.
no, listen. This is why I'm putting her on blast because she works. She's in summer school at a lab. She's like a science.
I know you're
student or
talking
whatever. Yeah.
All right.
And so she's like, I'm
Way
gonna
to be
send you
discreet,
pictures
Darren.
of all the things that I have to clean out, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'm definitely gonna tell everybody.
Yeah.
The following morning, I wake up and I'll show you guys a picture how
Don't show me.
like 3 dead rats with
Nope.
3 dead baby mice.
Don't show me.
And the caption was like, "Oh, mice don't make the best parents. They eat their young and not feed them."
Okay. Yeah, no.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely putting her on blast now. Jello fries.
Jello
Dim.
fries. That's cute. What's up?
Do you play Madden?
No, I never got into Madden.
Do you play Madden?
I don't play video games.
Darren doesn't like sports.
I do. I want to play video games, but my wife won't let me. And I
Aww.
take that.
You should have just said I'm not into it.
No. The world needs to hear that I'm being deprived.
The world is a cry for help.
Yeah, it is. Please.
What-
Please. I want something. I want a PS4, Xbox, or something,
Wow.
whatever console. She refuses to get it for me because she knows I'm going to ignore
We're gonna
her.
delete all of this.
Yeah, no. We're going to leave it in because the world needs to know I'm being mistreated.
Yo, chill.
I'm going to get in so much trouble.
You got to show for hypothetically having sex with a pregnant woman. This is gonna go real well.
It's not gonna go. She won't hear this for another 3 weeks, so.
Oh my goodness. Why'd you ask about Madden, my friend?
Because in Madden, the players are rated,
Yep.
and if you have a perfect rating, it's a 99.
Right.
And they put out the list of the 7 players in this year's Madden
Okay.
that are in the 99 club.
Don't say Tom Brady.
Number
course.
1, baby.
What the fuck, yo? Are you kidding me?
Tom Brady, Antonio Brown from the Steelers,
Okay, that I agree with.
Aaron Donald from the Rams.
Hey.
Hey, the Rams. Gronk.
He was injured for the whole damn season. He was injured for half the season. I'm sick of this shit. Go ahead.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
I saw this shit and I said I had to bring it up.
I
Can't
'Cause I was
wait
gonna wear a
for
Patriots
football
shirt
season
today.
to come back
Swear
to
to
hear
God.
this.
Swear to
this
God.
I was gonna
twang.
wear a Patriots shirt today, but I wore one on Tuesday.
I'm boycotting that
Because I just wanted to trigger you.
Oh, really?
But then I seen this shit come up
Watch it
at
be the
4
year I
o'clock
actually
this
watch
afternoon,
games.
and I said, yes.
Gronk was injured.
Gronk.
Go ahead.
Luke Kuechly. I
Oh,
can't
Luke
say-
Kuechly. He had a concussion for a couple games too.
Von Miller from the Broncos.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to Cake. And Aaron Rodgers of the Packers.
Okay, that I agree with.
So the only team that had 2 players was the Who. Say it with me, Bim. Say it. Come on, baby.
Well, it was the team that lost in the Super Bowl. Who was it?
Ooh,
Who was
wow.
it?
It was a team that made it to the Super Bowl.
That lost. Yeah. I know they made it because they lost. But who was it?
Yeah, I mean,
They
did the
got
Colts
the-
make it
They
anywhere
got the-
close?
No, we're trash. No, but it was the team that lost though. I can't
Yeah, the
remember.
Patriots.
Darren, help me. Yes,
Yeah.
that team. Yes.
That team got 2 players.
Yeah. Whatever. You just wasted mad time with that trash.
That
ass
was a
squad.
great piece. Haters will say it's Photoshop.
Drake's album comes out tomorrow.
Oh, yep. Damn, we had that to talk
Did
about
y'all
next
listen
week.
to that Love Is Everything album? I know you did. Did you?
I was still listening to it.
Tiana Taylor.
Hey!
Yo, good album.
That's my
Right there.
bitch. I told you I'm waiting for weeks for that one.
Damn, yo, we're running late. But yo, what's the last song on the album?
I don't know.
It's work this.
Work this pussy. Work this
Okay,
pussy.
so let me
work
tell you.
this pussy.
I like how Bim tried not to say it.
I tried.
You're like,
He was like, if I just bait Jen, her little
Jen was
ratchet
like,
ass
I got
gonna
it.
say it.
So I hate that the album was short. I was listening to the album. And
But she got 8 tracks instead of 7, so that's a plus.
She got 8. The 8th one was that song. And I was mowing the lawn Saturday when I fell asleep. Sorry, guys. So that song came on. I can't lie. I can't lie.
You was mowing the lawn dancing.
I was doing like a little runway walk. I can't lie. I cannot lie. So I was doing a little runway walk. Darren, you haven't heard the song. We'll play it for you after.
I'll be here.
And
Matter of
yeah.
fact, I meant to ask a question off of that album. I know we're running long on time. I'm sorry. So you know the song 3-Way?
Yes. Shout out to Ty Dolla $ign, man. He killed that shit.
So it's a song about her having a 3-way with her man.
Yeah.
And then she tweeted that they're about to make the video, and she was asking, who would you guys like to see as the other woman?
Rihanna.
Who would you like to see? Tiana Taylor, probably Iman.
I don't care about him.
Yeah, obviously. And then who would be the woman that you would say?
I feel like I'm biased right now to Rosario Dawson. I know that's
You've been watching Luke Cage.
No, I was actually
Oh.
watching 7 Pounds.
Ah.
I feel like I'm
beautiful
partial to
woman.
her.
I don't know if they match.
They probably don't. But
See, I feel like her and Rihanna match.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, make it happen, Lord.
Yeah, there's all people with different comments. A lot of people said somebody.
Is
I
it,
forgot what her name was. Not Kalani. Was it Kalani?
Oh, okay. That would be an interesting.
I think
mix.
it might have been Kalani.
They both sound like because Kalani dives in that, you know.
I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, so
a lot of
okay,
people kept saying the same person. So yeah, and
okay.
Rihanna.
But yeah, Rihanna for sure, number one. Numero uno.
Absolutely.
Great album. The album. I literally said after I did my runway walk when the album ended, this album's too fucking short. I said it out loud.
Yeah.
So apparently
Jen is all like-
she wasn't happy with the product that was out. She's re-releasing it tomorrow.
Oh.
I hope there's more tracks though, and because I was gonna say even before she said that, that album to me at least was so good and so short that she should put a full album out later on this year.
Yeah, because I don't know why I was so excited about her album coming out, and like I tell everybody all the time, I'm a big Kanye stan.
Yeah.
You know, even Dame Dash and his crazy ass. I'm a big Dame Dash fan. Rockefeller, the whole thing. It's a producer in the right. He rap. It's a producer in the right. You know what I'm saying? But all the albums I was most excited about Tiana, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what she's put out, but something about her aura, her plus Kanye equals greatness, and it exactly was. And I'm happy for her. And if she re-releases it tomorrow, even better than I can't imagine.
If it's better, wow. Shit.
Yeah, and Drake coming out, and once again, Jay-Z and Beyonce were being petty, releasing that album the way they did.
It's a good album.
There's a
I
lot.
like
There's
it.
there's a lot of other reasons. I won't get into it because we're running low on time.
Yeah.
Big Brother's on, but
It's the second time she's throw it out there.
yeah.
I actually don't have a shout out this week. Yeah.
There's no whales to save.
I have one, but I don't have all the information, so I won't ruin it.
All right, shout out to my brother Wale Alesh. He has a clothing company, so he'll it's African attire. The name of the company is Muju 6. I hope I'm saying it right. You can find him on Instagram, MUJO 6 SIX. I don't think it's a number 6, but yeah, Muju 6. So yeah, African attire tailored to the current look. He'll also do women's clothing. So he has an amazing selection of clothing. I believe he was down in PVD Fest. He was set up out on the street for PVD Fest. And great products. I'm actually going to hit him up to try to pick some stuff up for the summer. So shout out to my brother, Wale Lesh. Muju6. Follow him on Instagram. I believe you can find him on Facebook somewhere. But yeah, that's my shout out.
Okay.
Shout out to Ends of Errors.
What's that?
I know you guys have seen the picture of Jeffrey from Toys R Us today, packing his bag
Oh,
and
yeah.
leaving.
Yeah.
It's a sad day
Is it?
because now we have to actually grow up. The whole
Oh my God.
yeah, your heart is bleeding and broken because it said, "I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid." Now the Toys R Us is gone. We have to grow up.
Holy shit.
Bullshit.
You just made it real.
Yeah, they made it real. They had him with a suitcase
Yeah,
all
so
over
that's
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so shout
Wow.
out to Jeffrey and Toys R Us
Yeah.
and everything that made our childhood beautiful. Also, shout out to Deez and Mero.
Yo.
Moving up and onward. I love them guys. Today's their last episode on Viceland.
Right.
I'm really sad. I don't know if you saw their little video they put on. It
I
was
gotta
like
check it.
it was like next week on Deez and Mero, and it was just the two chairs.
Wow, don't do
Oh.
that. That's like
And then
the
the bear-
last scene of Fresh Prince.
Yeah, and then the bear had a little tear.
Oh.
What's his name? Juicebox.
Yeah.
So that shit was sad as fuck. So.
But they're moving on with it, like you said. They got a show. They'll have a show 2019, beginning of 2019
On
on
Showtime?
Showtime. So
now I got to change
wow.
my cable anyway because I only have HBO and Fios is already too expensive. I'm gonna have to actually go to bitch ass Cox, which I hate.
don't do it.
I hate Cox.
Okay.
Y'all two can fight me if you want to.
No, it's not that.
No, it's not that at all.
Let's grow up.
All the dumb shit you
wanna
say
grow
all
up.
episode today. Grow up.
Grow up. So, but I'm gonna have to switch just so I can get all the premium channels for like $100, so
Yeah.
I can watch Insecure that comes back in August. Shout out to Issa Rae and all them as well. Amanda Seals. You know, it's a great show. Do you watch Insecure?
I've seen,
no, I'm
like,
probably
the
gonna.
first 2 episodes, I think, maybe.
You
I-
guys gotta watch. You
Probably gotta
have.
jump in.
There's nothing comes on this summer.
Does
okay?
Ballers come
Yeah.
back too? Ballers and Insecure usually the same time, right?
Ballers usually comes back like around that same time because
Okay.
it comes out football season.
Yeah. Okay.
I love footballers as well.
Yeah.
Insecure is a great show because it's one of the things where you think it's a show that just women would like. But like we talk about, there's 2 sides to relationships, the guy side and the girl side. And there's a guy side
Yeah.
on the show as well. And I
Okay.
think you guys would really enjoy it. So watch the first 2 seasons because they're only by like 7 or 10 episodes each.
Okay.
By August 12th, you'll be caught up and you'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait for the new episode.
I like Issa Rae, so yeah.
How can you not though?
Yeah, she's beautiful smile.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
East African.
What is she? I'll look it up. I'll do my Googles.
Thanks. Don't be on the spot.
No, my bad. Sorry, long episode. I hope you guys stuck through us. We did it for you.
We did it for you
Yes.
because last week, you know, like I said, we had a guest and we didn't talk our shit.
Yeah. So it's
So-
extra shit this week.
So yeah, so now you have 2 weeks worth of shit to catch up on.
There you go.
No charge. Take a soda. So, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Again, not again, but follow us on social media.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that we're all addicted to.
Yo, you lying at? Let me say these 60% of the people on Instagram. Y'all so you lying? Why you lying, yo? Why you lying for? Why they lying? All right, I just had to get that out. 60%.
That's also a viral video from Instagram. I mean, from social media.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Come
That's
on,
our
man.
lives revolve around this.
And if so, so what? That's the evolution of this whole thing. Are we Amish? No. We use what's available to us.
Follow us on Instagram.
Shut up.
PLSDELTHIS.
Saving myself.
Also, follow,
You really need to go.
follow us on Twitter as well. Same PLSDELTHIS. Follow us on SoundCloud.
The Please Delete
iTunes.
This.
Yes. Please delete this podcast. I think it
The
is.
please, yeah.
On SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Google Play, and on
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. You can find us all there. Engage. We love the engagement. Definitely keep that coming, and we will try to get. Yeah, sorry guys. We'll try to get to your topics and talk about them and answer them. Again, if you're going on a trip, you need to download the episodes. You can definitely do that from either Google Play or from iTunes, I believe.
Yes. Google Play for sure. I don't know about iTunes. Blah.
You might have to do it from your computer, but either way.
No, for Google Play, you can do it right on your device.
No, for iTunes.
Yeah, we know nothing about iTunes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're all Android people here. So just make sure you follow us, engage with us, and all that good stuff.
Just Right Entertainment.
Shout out to our sponsor, Just Right
at this
Entertainment.
guy.
Yeah, I didn't even say it last week or the week before. You need a DJ, photo booth, uplighting, hit us up, justrightri.com. We have everything you need to make your party, wedding, bar mitzvah, whatever it is you have going on. We'll make it great.
If you want a party, hardy, call just right.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Anything else, guys?
That's all I got. I missed you guys again. To everyone who went to the show last week,
This shit was at capacity.
I'm so sorry. Pauline, I'm apologizing to you specifically. She listens, right?
Yeah.
Pauline, I'm sorry.
At capacity -1 because this guy didn't show up.
Yeah, I'm so trash. I'm gonna do better. I gotta be ready for Artscape, man. Guys, I know you're listening. Yo, a few more weeks, beloveds.
Can I come?
Plural. No, you can't.
It's
all right, John.
I'm going anyway.
Yeah, all right. All right, man. That's it.
That's it.
All
Bye.
right. Love you guys. Peace out.
Good morning.
Love each other. Be good.